Um, weren't we just, like, all getting up from, starting a new day?
I thought we were going to sleep.
You had gone below deck because it began raining, and
yeah, we're like midday right now.
And now
Going
you're trying.
towards you.
You're trying to pass the day. Well, I assume most of you were changing clothes to not be wet.
Right, that's why Elgie's here. So yeah, that's what Elgie's doing currently. She has a lot of stuff to take off and put on.
I guess it'll just... Let's see. What's she gonna do? Oh, actually, she's just gonna look to Jubilee. Alright, we'll tell Hubert to fetch Jubilee.
Jubilee is in the room working more on the book because she's got time and energy.
Jubilee, the door gets kicked open.
Here's Hubert.
Here's Hubert.
You could just open the door like a normal person, Hubert.
Lady
Unless you're
Adelsaude.
really feeling aggressive tonight.
Lady Adelsaude wishes to see you.
Very well. Close the books and get up out of the seat. Still didn't need to kick the door down, though.
I didn't kick it down, I kicked it open.
Still unnecessary.
I disagree.
I disagree with her disagreement.
It's fine to be wrong.
Glad you can admit that about yourself.
Oh, look, said Jubilee. Jubilee, you know the spell prestidigitation, right?
I believe so. Why?
My clothes are wet. Use your spell to dry them.
Very well.
From across the ship, you hear a very loud smack of somebody hitting themselves in the forehead.
Wizard forgot that you get wizard things.
And then Elvie just comes out completely dry.
Alright, thank you, Jubilee.
Honestly, Jubilee was probably been dry the moment they got down there. That's why she started working on the book.
Just like,
Honestly, I'm surprised you don't have that on you, or you just use some of your flames to dry off.
While I potentially could, we are on a wooden ship.
Still doesn't answer my question about the first part.
Why would I have that spell?
It's a very good spell for when you're learning magic. It's got a whole bunch of uses, and it was a great way to learn your other stuff. Like again with the spark, learning how to do sparks and snuff out candles at a mere wave of the hand would have been a good lead into your fire spells.
I can already do that with fire.
When you're learning, though, I'm saying, like at the beginning.
That's one of the first things I learned. It's how people figured out that I have an elemental affinity with fire. In fact, it's not really that I learned it. Apparently, once I was out of the womb, it's just something I could do. I set many people on fire.
Yes, she was a very unhappy baby when she was born.
I'm not gonna make that joke because then your mother might find out and try to kill me.
oh, I absolutely must hear about Adelsaude's childhood.
From what stories I remember, one time I was not attended to properly, and she snickers, and I set the poor slave's pants on fire. Poor man.
I'm glad you added his pants.
Yes, luckily for him, that was deemed punishment enough. There was also the time I did blow up my room once I learned how to do fireball.
Hopefully you were not also in the room.
Oh no, I was. It was also Yes. It's how I discovered that I'm not really that hurt by fire.
Ah. Probably did
Very
scare you.
princess of you.
Please, it takes a lot more than a little fire to scare me.
At that age?
Yes.
then
usually you have to advance on her and get her flustered in order to scare her.
Well, I was thinking more would probably have been easier to frighten if she was, a child.
I was a special child.
Well, you've always been special.
I am glad that you're aware.
Is there anything else you require of me, milady, or should I get back to translating the book?
You're free to go.
Understood. And apologies if I offended you in any way about the prestidigitation thing.
No. How would that insult me?
I don't know, just like your natural talent, I sometimes forget about because, like, as in tune with magic as I am, I still had to learn a lot of this stuff. And
Yeah.
again, spells like this one, like doing a little thing with prestidigitation and like make a little symbol in the air that just kind of disappears after a little bit. It was a good way to practice and learn from someone who's not inclined at first.
Not everyone is required to go through many years of rigorous schooling. Some people are just born with it, literally.
And I forget that sometimes.
Well, Hell shrugs. It is no skin off my nose.
Well, I'll be in our room if you need me.
Very well.
I'll be the same, princess.
Huh.
George has just been sitting there quiet the entire time.
He's just been waiting.
Just his response to all that. Huh.
He's one of the few times he's seen Adel actually command Jubilee something to do something, not jokingly or anything like that.
And Jubilee does it, like, naturally. See, we can't have normal interactions.
Adel,
Yes, George.
if it's alright with you, I'd like to have a conversation.
About what?
About our normal thing that we like to, I guess, argue over, but this time I like to have an actual civil conversation about it.
Very well.
So, well, back when we were finding your mother, you had asked me, I think we had a conversation about, I guess, killing versus saving people.
Yes.
I'm curious, what exactly would be your price? Like, I guess, what would be the price for you to not show mercy in that case?
I don't know.
Looks a bit confused by that answer.
If you had asked me that question a couple of years ago, I would say that there isn't one. However, we are currently facing someone that threatens to end reality as a whole. It is not the case of hundreds or thousands or millions of lives. It is a quantity of lives that cannot even be quantified. In that instance, I truly cannot say whether or not I would or would not.
Huh. Alright.
However, I recognize, and I have said this before, that there is a weakness to my, how to put it, worldview. Like it or not everybody is capable of solving problems without having to kill the person that is responsible. It is why I very rarely enforce my ideals onto people. It would be unrealistic if all of us refused to kill. I just don't. The case with my people was, well, they are my people. But in other situations, I haven't stopped you from killing people, have I?
Not really. I think the only instance that ever happened where someone did stop me was back in Haven with the cultists, so.
Yes. Unless I feel that killing them would be a bad decision. Not my morality standing, but for other reasons. Then I will step in. But it is my personal philosophy.
That's fair. I respect that.
She nods.
Then I'll look over to LV and say, what about you, LV?
What about him?
I guess, same question I was posed to Ada. What would be the price of you to not show mercy?
If any of you were in danger of being murdered.
I feel like by that logic, you never show mercy to anyone since we're almost always at the threat of being murdered.
No, I meant in a scenario where someone was actively chasing, hunting, or attacking you, not in a wartime scenario or anything. Just a single person or group who wanted nothing more than to ensure your personal destruction. And I would step in.
But Gloomhollow says it.
Yes.
And if they did end up killing us, wouldn't you be able to bring us back to life?
No.
Well, I suppose not you. But I or Hubert or Jubilee could.
But what if either of you were the one who was being killed?
Well, that's why there's three of us.
I understand that, but I'm just protective. Don't mind me.
I understand.
That's understandable. I'm the same way to well, pretty much to a fault at this point, so.
I don't know if you saw when the drow were attacking us, but when I had seen Jubilee fall, I snapped, and I rather brutally dismembered and obliterated two drow in very rapid succession until I was certain she was okay again.
I mean, one of us can really control the emotions we feel when people we care for get hurt. And like at Hubert,
I used to be able to.
what would you do then?
I would remain in control as I always had, without emotion, a calculated, and strategic, almost robotic wizard. Do you know what changed?
I feel like I have an idea, but go ahead.
She looks around at the rest of the group. This is what changed.
Elle gives a slight smile. It is appreciated, Glimala. It cannot be denied that our travelings together, despite the circumstances, have had positive effects on all of us.
Indeed. And I dare say that all of you have been more of a family to me than my actual family back home. In fact, I mean, my actual family back home and the rest of my kind did essentially banish me, so...
Because of your past behavior.
Because of my past behavior, one would say, impulsive, jocular side. Most of the others I had known in my group, my community, were just as unfeeling as I was.
Huh. That why you seemed a bit out of sorts with that one guard at the Golden Kingdom?
Well, that and he deliberately spoke my name. I still don't know who he is or they are. I desperately wish I knew.
I mean, there's definitely a way to find out whenever if we ever get back to there. Maybe they have like a registry of all guards. You can see if any of them were astral elves, and there you go.
I certainly would like to peruse that information if I am allowed to.
If we return there.
Yes. That is not exactly our priority, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just saying for once this is... Well, I say once this is all over, but there's so many things we have to do at this point that I don't know when it's going to be over.
Yes, we do have quite the laundry list.
I guess I should... He'll kind of pull out his notebook again, just kind of go through it again. So if I have this right, we still technically need to figure out what's going on with your mother. Like motioning over to Adel. Obviously, puppeteer. The demon. And... do we still need to handle that tree in the wilds, or is that also connected to the cult?
Well, the cult was trying to get to that tree to use it as an energy source for something, but the tree's natural defenses drove them off long enough for them to splinter. I don't think the tree is much of an issue at the minute. As for my mother, she is still deciding.
Kind of write down still deciding. Main things would be the cult or puppeteer and the demon then.
The puppeteer and what?
The demon X.
Well, still have to get all of X's amulets for that.
Yeah.
I don't even know where all of them are.
Yeah, no. I'm still not exactly sure where. The one that I'm most terrified for is, as weird as this is gonna sound, the one that's connected to a wizard.
I agree. I
And-
would not want to fall under its foul clutches because who knows what it'll do to me.
Well, I mean, I think that'll depend on the person or what you might want, because Adol isn't currently blowing our heads off with fire, so I don't think it'll turn her it's turned her into anything more than just powerful at this point.
Well, you have seen how some of us are extremely tempted to possess it at all costs, and sometimes they become tempted to just keep it away from anyone and everyone.
It was interesting, because in my case, it was forced on me. Maybe that's why it ended up coming off. That's with the Dark Ether as well.
I think it's very case by case and dependent on how well you can resist its temptations.
Yes.
For example, I'm not attuned to it, but you saw how difficult it was for me just to let it go when I had it. And I'm sure my mother can do whatever she can to keep me from ever attuning to that thing. Because God, I would not want to know how it would feel having a demon and an angel in my head. I would.
It'll just look out.
What? You get like the best sides of both. You get an angel who can tell you about what's good and a demon that can tell you about what's best to do bad. It's kind of like having like a conference, being in like a round table with some really smart individuals that can help you with decide the best course of action.
I do not know if you look like that structured.
Probably not, but I guess if you give it time, you could.
Possibly.
Having had a few voices in my head at this time, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. No, to be fair, I guess I'm in their heads as well. I'm unsure if they would recommend it either.
Yeah, I guess it would depend on the person.
Or the person that would be in your head.
That too.
Well, then I would suggest not being in contact with any intelligent items, because many of them have an ego and a mind of their own, and will likely try to influence you in their quest for whatever they're questing for.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I mean, right now my mind is kind of it's kind of like a free space at the moment. I only really hear something when I put on the mask.
You mean the mask that Kane gave us?
I think so. It's a Witch Plague Doctor mask. I'm not sure. I don't exactly remember where we got it from, but it might have been one of the ones that Kane gave us.
Yes.
Anyway, like I said, I never really plan on touching that amulet. Unless, well, yeah, I don't plan on touching it. Or I guess in this case, using it ever.
There is still... Well, no. We did discuss what to do with it already. Well, with them.
Well, we have
once
a
they're all
few.
gathered.
Yeah, we have a few different options for them, actually.
2, she says, while raising her hands. While fingers. Keep them here, or send them elsewhere.
Or just kill them.
I do not think we are at the level that is necessary to first head into X's realm, and then deal with him permanently.
I mean, his realm is a demi-plane, right?
No, it's the Abyss.
The
Don't
Abyss,
demons
which...
also have their own realm?
In the abyss, yes.
Yes, and it's not just any abyss. It's an abyss which perverts anything that steps into it without X's permission. I'm not really sure we would survive in there.
I suppose that's fair.
The problem with X is that he is basically almost immortal. If someone was going to kill him, it would be someone that's a bit tougher than us and would be able to withstand that place. And as far as I'm aware, we do not really have anyone like that at our beck and call.
I mean, make it sound like defeating a demon is impossible.
Not just a demon lord. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it's impossible for us right now.
I would say a great many things are impossible at the moment, but with time will grow.
That's true. Yo,
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
love.
that's my voice.
what'd you say?
I need a few minutes for my voice.
Yo, food. Anyway, at least we've boiled things down to at least two main things we have to get sorted. Unless I'm forgetting anything. However, once we're done with this, with Deadbeard, I'd like to at least get a list of everything that, all the amulets we have at the moment so we can figure out what our tracking list should be for the next ones.
I mean, I feel we will end up running into them at some point. I mean, we have an idea of where the thief one is. Or rogue, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think they stay in one place for a long time, would they?
Why wouldn't they? I mean, while they are capable of stealing whatever they want, it's not like they really have to go anywhere to do it. And their place, from what we saw, looked pretty... how to put it?
It looked pretty.
It was a home.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess since it was also in that Lich's domain, no one would really go there willingly.
Yes.
Have a very difficult time getting to them too.
With Dad's help, we should be able to go back there, at least. Since he is a necromancer expert, he would know how best to deal with those things. If I were a necromancer. But
Glad that you're not.
no. Not in this life, at least.
Imagine the cool things you could do though if you started getting into it.
Yes, I
Flaming
would be able to
zombies.
bring someone back from the dead, she says while just resting her chin on her hand and looking at George.
Technically speaking, necromancers don't do that. They reanimate corpses.
Exactly. A reanimated flaming zombie.
I don't know. I do feel like when I bring people back from the dead, it has some sort of necromantic energy to it.
And obviously you're taking someone away from death.
Yes. If
Is
anything,
necromancy all about death?
maybe out of all of us, I am the necromancer after all.
Strongly disagree.
Really, Hubert?
Yes.
How many people have you claimed from death's clutches?
Multiple.
No, he put them into death's clutches. That is very different.
He's also healed us numerous times from when we were close to death anyway.
No, I mean, it was saving you from death's clutches.
I mean, I feel like if I'm unconscious and bleeding out and Hubert heals me, I feel like I'm still getting saved from death's clutches.
Technically
Technically,
not.
death already got me if I died.
No, death
Welcome to
didn't
the-
have
the
you yet.
magic.
That's less of a saving and more of a direct giving too.
Yes, death didn't have their hands on you just yet.
I'm sure if she did, I'd probably end up having a nice conversation with her and my mother about what went wrong. Who knows? She'd even grace me with that much.
Actually, no, George. Doesn't that... Now that I think about it, I was thinking that I was related to your mother through death. But no, aren't you technically the grandchild of death?
I still don't think that's how that works, my lady.
But isn't Azazel's mother death?
No.
Azazel's creator is death.
I mean, yes, but a lot of people look at their creators like parents.
Azazel does not.
Yeah, she doesn't. She says that she was created by death, and even her weapon was given to her by death when she was created.
Well, I suppose if she doesn't look at death like a mother or a father.
Mother.
You could say I just have a relation or connection to death, but not exactly direct relation. I guess not exactly part of that family tree, just relation to them.
Then I guess we are related. Somehow.
No.
You just said that
yeah.
there was a relation.
I'm talking about the relation by death due to my own mother.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because aren't there different instances of death in different realms?
Not
I know
necessarily.
they're all connected to one, but
Death is death in every realm. It's just that... What
I
was
feel
it
like there
again?
could be different versions of death.
I think it's more there are different avatars of death, but they're still the same. Like, your other George is still you, even if they have a slightly more impulsive and slightly less impulsive personality.
That does have me worried. I think there is also another version of me somewhere.
There is there not? No, it's
There
in
was
the
the one
universe
that-
somewhere.
There's one that Eddie had mentioned. I'm not sure if it's another version of me, but she did mention in Asmar that she tried to kill and he ran away. So
Well,
Well, we know there's one in hell.
yes. And if the puppeteer brought the version that Eddie meant here, I'm not sure why he would do so.
I'm not sure. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try something.
Uh-oh.
George is going to try to scry the other version of George.
You mean the one that killed Adel and Elmi with a word?
No, the other George that was like that Eddie talked about.
Ah,
Would you be able to do that if you're not familiar with him?
He's
I
technically
don't.
George himself, so I feel like it would just be the differences between what Eddie mentioned him.
You do not feel the spell take effect.
could be. Who knows? Their appearance could be extremely different.
For a character, does that just mean that it didn't work, or does it mean that the person succeeded to save?
You don't know.
Yeah, it could be true. I guess when I get the chance, I could ask Eddie for more details about him. Because if it is my alternate version, I don't know what he would do. Depending on if his mother died, he'd probably go see my mother. Or he'd try to take revenge on whoever was the cause of death to his world. Which, that could mean anything.
In that instance, he would have had to leave his world before it was destroyed. Unless, I don't know, you have a way of surviving the entire destruction of a realm.
Well, I mean, I don't think so. I wouldn't assume so. It could also be that he managed to somehow escape before his realm was destroyed or something. Remember, he was getting hunted down by Eddie, so I don't think he was a part of their party, unless it's something she wasn't telling me about him.
I doubt he was.
Yeah. Could be the case that he could have been a catalyst to it, and did manage to escape before the realm got destroyed. Who knows?
Well, only way we'll find out is if we run into them ourselves, assuming they exist or are alive.
Hopefully it's neither of those. I really do not want to meet an alternate version of myself.
Yes, the other one was very unfriendly.
The other one directly killed both of us before we could even say anything.
Sounds like quite the charmer.
Oh, he was. He got on Jubilee's bad side so much she sent him to hell.
Kind of.
Not even kind of literally. Literally banished his ass to hell.
Let's hope I'm never that charming.
And he had a real hatred towards me because of my philosophy, so to say.
Yes, apparently her unwillingness to harm others and kill others caused the ruination of his world or something.
Of Haven. His Haven.
His haven. His version of it.
Well, that part makes sense at least. Not the hatred towards you, but the wanting to take vengeance for the ruin of Haven. Even if it was an alternate version.
That is very you.
Yeah, I don't think I'd show mercy to anyone who would do anything to Haven.
Well, he's not coming back anytime soon. He made his points and then he died. Well, he made his points and then he was forced to leave this reality.
I wonder what the different versions of you guys would look like, or be like. Looking over at LV and Noddle.
I have been puzzling about that for many, many, many
mean, from what I met, when I met Eddie and all the other alternates, it seems like they're still, I guess, hold slightly the same characteristics, but kind of just were trained differently.
Sorcerer version would be quite fun.
I assume to be something that's more martial, like how Ada was a sorcerer, but Eddie, I assume, is a fighter.
Well, there is a wizard school that is all about training with the blade and using your spells in tandem with it.
I think that's what Stella 13 was.
No, I doubt it.
It was Beastella the 13th,
Stella 13th. Okay.
because she was the 13th in line in her goblin lineage.
So I do not believe she was a blade singer.
I still find it so cosmically funny that we ended up considering her, and then in she came.
Considering who, an alternate version of Beastie.
Yes.
We manifested her into existence entirely because we planned it, not because it was a glorious coincidence or anything.
I mean, we do have a guy who has access to all the previous realms he's been to, and can probably watch us at any point and hear our conversations.
But
So
then
it's his twisted version of
the question
making things more
is,
chaotic.
why would she bring her here? I mean, the puppeteer.
Actually, no, it was the fact that she got pushed out of the fight before they died. Remember?
Oh, right. She was here. Wait, no, she was here in this country
here
for
before.
months.
Yeah. So in this case, it wasn't the puppeteer bringing her here. It was everyone else pushing her here.
Yeah. I think we might end up running into the alternatives of you three after all.
That. No, that couldn't be the case. Not the alternate versions, but I'm thinking about how all the alternates are trained differently, and I was worried about what would happen if a version of me was a warlock. Who would his patron be?
Well, I mean, we wouldn't really know.
Probably a devil.
That would be... Actually, no, I can see it. Unless maybe his mother is a devil.
What, you think there was like a demonic haven?
Could be the case.
I shudder at the thought.
What's so bad about a demonic haven? Not all demons are cruel, Pete.
No, I get that. I think just the alternate version of, like, a complete opposite version of me, of being not only a warlock but also one with the devil patron. Actually, I bet you talked to Montague about that, 'cause I'm not sure if Result is a warlock or not.
Well, once the storm is over, you can go up and ask him.
I doubt he'd tell me.
Well, he can't be forthcoming with information.
Yes, but I'm also the person who's going to be dueling his son.
So,
Why would he give information? Like, if his sons are well trained enough to know about not really telling people what they're capable of, versus who do you think they learned that from?
Actually, yes, that is a point. Knowing what he can, knowing if he has such spells would be an advantage to you. So maybe he won't tell you.
Which is why I'm.
Though, no, I do think he did say he was a warlock. I'm unsure who his patron is. Wait, no.
Ooh, Rizal?
Yes. I think I do
don't-
know who his patron is.
I don't recall him ever mentioning that.
No, it was something about when we met. I forget what he said exactly, but it was the way he was acting and following his father's instructions. He followed it to the letter. There was no freedom, no leeway, no compromise. It was just that. It seemed like, and it's not that he didn't respect his dad. He clearly does, but he is too proud to just, for example, completely ignore putting you in your place in favor of heading back home as quickly as possible.
I mean, I think he just did that to spite me because he knew a fight was what I wanted.
I'm not so sure. I think he is a warlock, and I think his patron is his father.
Could be a possibility. I guess we'll see. If he randomly does an Eldritch Blast towards me, then I'll know.
Well, at least you know a possibility. He's a warlock whose patron is She looks to Hubert. What's he again? He's a tabaxi. That's a
Rakshasha.
He's the
sorry,
Rakshasa.
Rakshasha. And that's a devil?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. His patron is a devil.
That actually pose another question. If there are angels of death and things like that, would there ever be a devil or demon of death?
I imagine that there is already. It wouldn't surprise me.
You know, these are questions I'm surprised I never asked my mother when I was younger.
Well, maybe it took a while for your curiosity to reach its peak.
True. Speaking of curiosity, where did our time friend go?
She looks to Hubert. Did you see her?
I would assume she's in her room,
Alright.
and she will remain in her room until such a point as she's ready to play.
Yes.
I'm ready. I think.
Hello.
As if on cue.
Unthanosed.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this now. I absolutely fucking hate the name of this spell, because of Final Fantasy. The earlier games would have an item with this name, and all it does is cure the zombie status.
What is the name of the spell?
The one that you posted most recently.
Revivify?
Yes.
Viv.
Vive.
All it does.
Where's
is
the E?
All it does is cure the fucking zombie status, and it pisses me off.
Huh.
Yeah, so in that in that Final Fantasy game, you could become a zombie, and what this did was make it to where if you had healing spells cast on you, it hurt you instead.
Yes.
That's all it did. The zombie status didn't do anything more, and the only cure for it was that singular spell, and maybe, I think a potion could have also done it.
Yeah, a certain item. It was just really annoying. Anyway,
Well, I guess we'll see her whenever she comes back around. Or is done destroying her bed again.
Check behind you.
Right there.
There's a wall behind me.
It'll appear around the corner. Fair enough.
Then go and look around the corner and we'll just see like, oh. Evening Aurelia.
I was trying to find a way to fast forward time.
Please, for the love of all that is holy, stop messing with the flow of time.
I would appreciate it if you didn't reduce somebody's age by another 200 years. Please and thank you.
Someone else's age. I would just be fast forwarding time.
The consequences of your actions are beyond your comprehension, and that curse is hurting my soul.
I don't see any downsides yet to what I have done.
That is because you cannot comprehend the consequences of your actions.
If you were to shake that again, and then she points to Thorgrim, and then that fellow was aged down 200 years, he would be a small child.
Then I'll go downstairs and shake it.
That won't matter.
How about George will just say, how about you come and have a conversation with us? We're actually having some pretty insightful conversations if you'd like. Oh, really? I'll hold the question I asked to Adel and Elvie here. What would be the cost of showing no mercy to someone? Or what would be your price for showing no mercy to someone?
Like, what's in a conversation?
No, well, I guess due to actions conversation, what would it take for you to actually kill someone?
Why can't I just talk to them?
I mean, certainly can, but let's say it was a very dangerous individual who was hurting your friends, hurting Pip, then what?
I would tell them I don't like that very much and they shouldn't do that.
So, if they ignored you, would you just continue to tell me you don't like that as they keep hurting Pip?
Well, I wouldn't be happy.
Are you a pacifist, Aurelia?
What does that word mean?
You don't kill people.
I've never had to kill someone. Most problems you can solve with leaves and talking to people.
I'll kind of pinch the bridge of his nose a little bit and just say, okay.
Never thought I would find a kindred ally on that front from you, but it is appreciated.
Yes, Adel is of the same mindset of most situations can be solved with talking.
Doesn't mean I will not knock someone unconscious if need be.
He was at the well George just kind of just back to his normal idling, which is normally just him looking up at the ceiling.
You're going to hurt your neck if you keep doing that, you know.
That's why I normally lean back in my chair when I do so.
That chair doesn't have a back. You're going to hurt your back instead.
Or fall out of it.
Or both.
I'll just say, you know what? I'll just get up off the chair, lie down on the ground, and look up at the ceiling.
Now you're getting your clothes dirty.
You roll into the wall because you're not because of how rocky the boat is.
You'll then get up and sit back down on the chair. Maybe I should start learning time magic so I can just freeze myself in time when I don't want to have to be moving around constantly. Oh, speaking of time, you guys said that there was such a thing as a time elemental, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would it not be possible to summon one with the summon elemental spell?
I'm unsure.
It'd be worth a shot if ever it comes down, if we ever need something like that. Like a drastic measure.
Time elementals seem like they wouldn't want to help, is the issue, I suppose.
And that's fine, you just gotta throw them into the middle of a bunch of enemies you don't want to have to deal with, and then leave it to it. Kinda like Fireball, but with the time elemental.
Well, you can try it out and see if it works.
Well, I can't summon elementals yet.
Ah.
I was supposing that more to, I guess, Adel and Aurelia.
Oh, I can only summon
Or
one
Elfie and
elementals.
Aurelia.
LB kind of spaced out for a moment, so she kind of just blinks and goes, I'm sorry, what about me?
Oh, I was talking to you and Aurelia about if it comes down to it and we need like a drastic measure, if you can summon a time elemental.
I am unable to.
It wants me to create a rift or like a rip in the paradox.
Is that what happens when you make a time elemental?
We can find out.
Maybe when we're dealing with an actual enemy that calls for that.
Why would we have an enemy?
We're currently going to go fight a lich.
What's a
I guess
lich?
a necromancer.
Not necessarily, but a lich is a very powerful undead.
Very powerful undead creature that we need to defeat to save one of our friends. I guess they're friends. I don't really know them that well.
Well, wherever we are going, we will find something that will help defeat Deadbeard. Supposedly.
Yep. I'm assuming we won't get that. Find out what that is or get what it is freely.
Most likely.
guess after that, George will kind of just look down at the table then and just pass time that way.
All right. And as the time passes, you're all beginning to feel just a tiny bit tired, as it seems to be getting later in the evening.
You'll check her pocket watch.
It's getting close to evening.
Hey, oh well. I guess she's gonna turn in early. I'll say goodnight to everyone before heading off.
Alright.
Oh, the lady. Didn't. Is it that late already?
Yes, and she flops into bed.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Have a good night.
Yes, I am going to bed now. Good night, Thump.
Hubert, did I miss anything important?
Not really.
I seem to have made some decent progress on the translation.
Wonderful.
I'll turn in when I'm good and ready. I'm not quite tired yet. And I'll make sure I don't sleep in the chair this time.
A wise idea.
And like an hour or two later, Julie will also go to bed then. Feeling like she's hitting that brick wall.
Alright.
Say an hour before we yawn a little bit and we'll kind of look around, see some people are around, and then I'll look over to Aurelia. Aurelia, before I turn, if there's any questions you want to ask about anything?
I spaced out. What are you saying?
I'm asking if there's any questions or anything that you're curious about at all. Whether it's about the group, what we're doing, things like that.
Her eyes are gonna go wide.
I'm gonna take that as a no, so you have a good night.
Her eyes go like they go cross-eyed and then they start slowly spreading out.
And George will go and turn in for the night.
Cheap looking motherfucker. No, nothing. It was a comment on Matt's joke. I say you just got it.
Yeah, Aurelia?
Yes.
When we get done with this, I know Bill doesn't want to really take it, but I'd like to at least help figure out what that thing can do, so if you'd like after this, I'd
Which
be down
thing?
to help.
My
figure
staff,
out-
it casts spells.
No, your hourglass.
My hourglass. What's my? Oh, my hourglass! I forgot about it.
I'll say silent for a little bit and be like, well, I'd be down to help kind of figure out what it all can do, if you'd like.
It
I have
manipulates time. Duh.
Otto, I attempted to identify it. It did not work.
Well, I don't mean like that. I mean kind of figuring out what all effects it has or what it can exactly do.
That was what the identify spell was for.
Well, well, in this case, if we can't really identify what exactly it is, I mean, we can learn what effects it has or what it can actually, the different effects that it can do.
Are you meaning you're attempting to use it?
Experimentation, yes.
While they're talking, whose bedroom is this over here?
Beasties.
Do what?
This one right here?
Yeah, but she's sleeping above deck now, so
The gobbo is not in.
the room can be fair game if you want it.
Alright, she's gonna tap her staff on the door and hear no one, and she's just gonna walk in, throw her hourglass on the bed and her staff on the bed, and just flop to bed.
Okay.
Face first in the pillow.
I'm very
okay.
tempted. I'm very tempted to make you roll something to not flop on the hourglass, but I won't.
That'd be so fucking funny. Make her roll something when she throws the hourglass onto the bed.
I mean, I'm fair game if that's on mine.
Maybe eventually, but not right now.
Bark, bark.
Yeah.
Doggo.
Bork, bork, bork.
Bjorf.
Bjork.
Yeah, I mean, mostly
Bow wow.
experimentation with it. I mean, in this best case, I mean, I could probably put Poppy to help with experimenting with it. Not sure if that thing affects organic, inorganic matter, but it could be a good tell. Anyway, I guess it's a thought for the future. Good night. And you will head off to bed. I will command Hoppy to stay outside and let him know if he sees anything suspicious or out of the ordinary.
Alright.
I'm also gonna tuck the hourglass in.
Okay.
They're very like SpongeBob tucking in the Krabby Patty.
Okay, Mrs. or Mr. Hourglass. Aurelia's hourglass. Good night. Just gonna pat it on the top of the hourglass.
I love how it doesn't even have a name.
Its name is at the moment Mr. or Mrs. Aurelia's Hourglass.
He's given a name like, Bill or something.
Yes, above deck, Beastie has just been standing there, arms crossed, staring up at the storm.
Okay. Are you going to go to sleep?
She will, eventually.
Are you sleeping on a top deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
She is no longer the storm that is approaching. She is approaching the storm, actually.
Someone get her a lawn chair.
So are the black clouds of isolation provoking you then?
Do what?
Oh, the Devil May Cry reference.
Yes.
Alright. Let's see if anything happens during the evening. If you're all settled again. Okay. And it appears that everything goes to the next day.
Well, darn.
So I need everyone to roll D100s.
Auto.
Well,
Wow.
Nice.
I think Scalois is in a coma.
He's having an old man coma.
Julie must have been more tired than she thought, too. God damn.
Alright, so Jord, Looks like you wake up first.
Alright. George will get up, kind of rub his eyes, and look around thinking that he's waking up late again. Then we'll get ready, get stuff prepared, and then I'll head out towards the kitchen as well.
Alright. As you're walking, the first notable thing you feel is the ship does not appear to be rocking anymore.
Gasp.
It's papering instead.
As long as it's not
No.
scissoring, then we have a problem.
We continue to walk towards the kitchen.
Save that for a
if
different
there's
room.
if there's any food.
Yeah, there will be food served to you.
You know, he's walking upstairs with the walk up to the upper deck with his food. He'll check the compass again to see if they're on the right direction.
It is shifted a slightly different direction, but it is pointing towards somewhere.
Okay. He'll head upper deck then, and then if Montague is there, he'll inform him of the change in direction.
And first and foremost, Elvie, you wake up next.
Indeed. Elvie will, after performing prayers and spell collection, she will calmly grab her staff and will put on a robe and all that, and will stride confidently out of the room and head over to grab some food.
You are given food.
And then she'll say thank you, and will look to Hoppy and say good morning,
Hello.
and we'll go to above deck.
Alright. Thorgrim.
Thorgrim does not fall out of the hammock this time, nor does he trip when he gets up. He will put Rocky on his head, will grab Smasher, and he will say good morning to Dusnoff, and he will move to grab some food, because food is good. He'll grab a second plate for Dusnoff, and once the food is retrieved, he will return and give Dusnoff his food.
Alright.
And after quickly scarfing down his plate of food, he'll sort of just be like, he'll just walk up and will, unless Dusnoff wants to talk, which I highly doubt, we'll go upstairs, go up above deck.
Alright. Next is Oddle.
Oh, eventually, eyes will pop open. Kind of look around a little bit to find his bag, grab it. Then he will fresh himself off, hit himself with the prestidigitation, and then we'll head upstairs. Or get food and then head upstairs.
Alright.
We'll make sure it's actually fruit or something vegetarian, and then we'll head up. Actually, just fruit.
Upon you trying to only take fruit, you are given a second helping, as the server says you need protein, and you ain't not eating protein.
Okay.
Now, the protein appears to be mushrooms, but
Oh,
you're not allowed to just not eat.
he's just doing that thing where he just walks in, grabs an apple, and leaves. Then once he sees that no one is below deck, he will start to make his way above deck.
Alright. Okay. And then next. Why was yawning so much?
Because you're tired.
Up next is Aurelia, I believe.
Okay, Mr. Hourglass. Behave today. No fast forwards, no rewinds, just normal. And she's gonna put on her clothes.
Alright.
Not backwards today.
Okay.
And try to find the mess hall where food is served for humans.
Specifically humans and no one else.
You find it without any issue, and you are served.
What do we have?
It looks like it is fish stew with fruits and vegetables.
What kind of fruits and vegetables?
Mainly oranges and what appears to be cabbage.
Can I grab 2 oranges?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna grab 2 oranges and put one in my robe. And then grab the stew, an orange and cabbage.
Okay. Let's see. Who is next on the awakening agenda? I believe it is Jubilee.
Probably start to get up and try to quietly get out of bed, as not to disturb Abel and get dressed.
Nadal, since you're next on the docket, you can go ahead and wake up too.
Alright. Zion will slowly sit up.
Apologies, did I wake you?
I'm not sure.
Hubert
Do my best.
Hubert looks to you both as he is sitting at his table, drinking his coffee.
Good morning, Hubert.
Hello, Jubilee.
Good morning, Hubert.
Hello, my lady.
Well, Ada will freshen up. We'll go. Have a cup, please.
He will pour you a cup.
She'll take it and slowly sip it. Ah, thank you.
Of course.
We should only be about a day away, give or take.
Hubert,
Yes.
did the ship stop rocking?
Yes.
That's not normal.
It means we have stopped sailing for the time being.
Yes, question is why. Maybe we're at our destination already.
The storm may have increased our movement, so we could have gotten there faster than originally anticipated.
Maybe.
Shall I go above deck and investigate while you get breakfast?
No, let's do it together. Hubert, you get our breakfasts and bring it up to us, please.
Of course.
And then we'll head up deck.
Jubilee will follow while following, showing the progress of the translation so far, the book.
Okay. And Beastie, you're already above deck.
Yeah.
So that leaves Scalodius.
Who apparently had a heart attack in his sleep. No, wait, no. Just gas. He will slowly rise, seeming extremely groggy. I think I liked it better when things were shaking. Double checks to make sure like nothing was put in under the mattress or something that made him uncomfortable.
Nope. Everything seems to be perfectly normal.
Strange. Well, I suppose I should trust myself and rejoin everybody else after some breakfast. Lois will then make his way over to the kitchen.
Alright. You are served a breakfast.
He then remembers the part where he did something out of order. Probably should put some pants on first.
Surprisingly, none of the pirates seem to even remotely care.
Back to his room after eat his breakfast and then put clothes on and then go upstairs.
Alright.
So he's had himself an old man moment. Wait a minute, did something out of order.
Oh crap.
I guess Beastie is gonna. Okay.
Alright, now you can speak.
Beastie's gonna open her eyes and look around.
As you look around, Beastie, you notice that there appears to be a landmass nearby. Which is the reason why the ship has come to a stop.
She'll squint and shade her eyes as she looks over towards the land. Ah! As she points. Dirt!
The spotter just slowly looks at you and goes, I mean, you're technically right, I guess.
Beastie a nod. The best kind of correct there is.
Spotter, get to him for this.
Elle's going to look around. Hello. Ah, and then over. Good morning, Rodriguez.
Good morning to you.
How come we stopped?
He just makes a hand motion in the distance where a landmass is waiting.
She'll look over. Huh.
Here's Hubert's estimate was spot on.
Well, it seems we've reached our destination.
We have. Thanks to whatever shenanigans your new friend caused, along with the storms that occurred, we were able to make great time.
Don't let her hear you say that. Still, what is the plan from here?
I would assume that I would assume that we go on land and do a little scouting. After all, we don't know what we're looking for.
Alright.
Take it, we're going to take a small boarding vessel to the island.
Yes, unfortunately, we don't know if there are any rock in the shallower waters, so we will have to take precautions, as I do not wish my ship to sink.
Understandable.
My boys can help you get across to Landfall before the rest of us will join you. It will give you time to secure the area.
Alright. We will do just that.
As you say that, Ricardo will be hoisting a rope, and you see a small dinghy come up, and he says, "Come one, come all. It's time to go landfall."
Elle's gonna head on over. Actually, she's got a pier at the dinghy. Does it look like you can fit everyone?
It can fit everyone in the party.
Alright.
Mostly because I can't be bothered to say it can't.
It can because it makes the game easier.
And because we can.
It can, and it does, and it will, and there will be no question.
Actually, BC's going to head over to Rodriguez. Hey, Catman.
Hello, Goblin Girl.
She'll hand him Duck. Take care of Duck. Then she'll head on.
And if Duck escapes,
Then Duck escapes. He always does that. You know why.
very well.
Just give him lots of carrots and he'll be happy.
And
Oh
so,
my fucking god, it's the DLC!
you all settle in the dinghy.
Oh god! What have we done?
Oh,
I'm gonna need context for this one.
Oh Jesus!
you found a whole new route.
Which DLC?
The
Oh, wait.
the shadow of the fractured shards. Good lord!
Okay, so you weren't referencing a game map or something that was actually.
No, I was expecting, a small island, not a fucking continent.
Technically an island.
That's the biggest island I've ever seen.
Hey,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
South, I'm assuming.
It's only scaled big, thank you.
Okay, so how big is it
I mean,
actually?
well, look at the ships at the bottom here. So if you think about it, it's a big island, but it would be an island then. If you scale it to the ship.
The size of the map
It's not
is still intimidating to me.
Like, I'd probably put it as like what a Hawaii's bigger island, but again, it's still an island.
Do you know how
Not a
fucking
full
big Hawaii is?
One of its islands, not all of it.
You can set an entire Yakuza game on one of Hawaii's islands.
Well, I mean, they did.
So you can do a driving game on all of USA. That ain't special.
Alright, from the distance, as I guess we're heading over, how big does this island look?
It looks like an island. You can't really tell the size of it.
Alright.
And
Why does this look familiar though?
I'm not sure. But Elle's going to watch as they sail towards the island, and then we'll look at the compass.
it's pointing towards the island.
Okay. Hopefully it will be a bit more accurate with leading once we get on the place.
I presume it's just going to point in the direction we need to go.
Here's to hoping.
Oh, again, with some items, the thing tends to spin.
And as you're all sailing along, Duck will land on the boat and honk.
Beastie will pick Duck up. Duck! He said you should stay. Nah. He just worried Maino can take care of you while fighting.
Okay.
She sighs and places Duck on her head.
Unfortunately, I'm not actually sure you trying to pawn Duck off on other people is ever going to work in your favor.
Maybe one day.
Because Duck was given the explicit order to follow you and you around after the use of the loot.
while since that item got used.
Huh.
And you all come to land. Oh, I forgot the twins. You all land on a small beach that appears to have a couple of buildings.
We need
As
different music for this. Something Aztec-y.
Sure.
And-
Rey Mysterio's new theme music.
And after they drop you off, Ricardo will look around, then look to you all and say, "Unfortunately, we have to go and get the rest of the crew. So, do be safe. I'd hate to see anything bad happen to you while we are away."
Do you think we should stick around here, or...?
That is entirely up to you. You are your own people, after all. He says as Ricardo and Romero begin to sail away.
Yes, but you're the ones with experience in this situation.
We are
And-
And as they're sailing away, and as you say that, Ricardo calls back and is like, "You have experience too. You just need to use it."
They were told to kind of secure the area, so
I guess
We're
we
just
will
to
see.
secure the area.
Good idea.
Alright, Hubert, Jubilee,
Yes.
take a look around, and if you spot anything that is concerning, let us know.
Understood, my lady. Jubilee is going to start by investigating this area that we've come across.
Looks
You'll
to be-
follow along.
It looks to be a building that was carved into a rock face. It's open air, has no doors, and seems very worn, as if has not had any type of upkeep to it in quite a long while.
Well, if there's no traps, hopefully it'll make a good shelter for a base camp.
Hey, how
still-
did you get up here?
She flew.
You can't just do that.
Yeah, I know.
Why? Is there... Oh, shit. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Elodius, how did you get up there?
I can also fly.
You're gonna use your one a day for that?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Oh,
as they're
God.
flying up, they just see Otto just walking over and walking up the stairs.
Oh, no. Otto, no.
Why are you saying, oh no?
That's player. Adol doesn't know what's up with the stairs.
I don't know what you're getting at here. Player's confused. Okay, how the fuck did you two get up there?
Yeah, Matt. How did you get up there?
I do not know what you're talking about.
Do you have a instant movement thing that you use to go straight from point A to point B, or did you take the long way around and use the stairs?
LV has a short range teleport, and Thorgrim just, walks up.
Oh, that's right. He's got monk things. He can literally walk up
I
the
have a
walls if he
monk,
wanted.
yeah. I was the only one that took the
Forgot about that.
stairs.
How many
Alright.
short range teleports do you want LV to use?
You
What the
only
fuck?
need one.
Okay.
But Jubilee, Beastie, and Hubert, as you enter the rock cave of sorts, you see what appears to be a man clad in armor, leaning against the wall, with a great sword in his lap.
Oh, apologies. I didn't know there was anyone else in here.
As you speak, he just stirs and slowly raises his head and looks at you.
Are you okay, sir? Or ma'am? I don't mean to assume.
He'll then very calmly stand up, lifting the great sword with one hand and gripping the hilt with the other as he stares at you.
This feels like a reference to something that I'm not getting because I'm a new player.
Meaning, I'm not getting a reference either in this instance. But Beastie's going to...
George
reach...
hear this conversation
No.
from where he's at? Okay.
No. Oh, wait, George? Yes, probably.
Yeah. If there's someone there, Jubilee, have you tried telling them we mean no harm first?
Sir, we do not mean to intrude. We have no quarrels. No harm is meant. George, you might want to come up here. He seems to be walking towards BC right now.
Beastie will just slowly reach back and grip the hilt of her sword. Doesn't unsheath it though.
George will look at the guy and I'll see. Does he look like anything that he would recognize?
Looks like a man clad in, albeit very odd armor, but.
I don't talk about like, is there any like specific looks like the armor or anything like that he would recognize at all?
No, the armor is crafted in a fashion that you are not familiar with.
Could be someone native to this land. Not sure.
And I don't know if he speaks our language or not.
Does he have like a helmet on or anything like that as well?
Oh yeah, full plate mail.
Beastie will.
All right, George is going to. Let me check.
I was gonna say.
Step up
Jubilee
to.
might speak in Infernal.
Step up to Jubilee, and as he does so, he is going to Danger Sense. Or not Danger Sense, Divine Sense.
About to say, danger sense is a barbarian thing. So what's divine sense do?
I think Jubilee might have it too.
It is not celestial, fiend, nor undead.
Alright.
So Beastie's going to take out Scraw, but will just lean it against her shoulder while enlarging it, just holding it while looking up at the armored guy.
Okay.
Now, I will say that Jubilees can also detect if it's an aberration. Does Jubilees go off? As again, hers has that thing added for being, the watcher subclass.
Hold on.
Oh, I feel Beastie's about to get smacked up.
It does not ping as an aberration either.
So it's not extra planar, okay. That's somewhat okay.
I need initiatives.
Alright.
Yeah, we're in combat. Or half the team is.
It's a good thing that Beastie activated her sword. How is it 15?
Everyone are just the ones in the group?
Do it
Or everyone are just the ones that are within this room?
within the
Yeah,
room.
you only have to do it once,
Okay.
so...
Yeah,
roll
but
full
Beastie
time.
has advantage on the initiative.
Yes, it rolls for advantage when you do it once.
No, it doesn't. It
No,
only
it
does
doesn't.
it if you have it set that way, which
Yeah,
Phenom does not.
Yeah, there's an
Well,
option
I'm
to do
hovering
that.
over it, and it shows he's rolled it twice on the 15 one.
Yes,
He rolled
because
Oh,
I clicked it twice.
okay. No, he's saying if you hover over the dice, it shows that it rolled 2 dice for it.
Oh,
Like
so
over
it
you
did.
roll with advantage automatically.
You just
Alright.
rolled deadly.
That's what I was trying to say.
Don't worry, that happens to me all the time.
Good job, Hubert.
Still better than Jubilee or George right now. We're a little slow on the uptake. Look, I for the record, I did try to be reasonable.
True.
Yeah. I was also kind of confused. It didn't ping as anything undead or anything like that, so.
Jazzy. This is the theme for. This is like the constant theme for this area. I like it.
I feel it works.
Aurelia, it is your turn.
Luna, you're muted. Yeah, Luna, you're muted. You're trying to speak.
Oh, I said, what are the vibes of this guy exactly? Like, what is his aura?
Awesome.
Roll an insight.
That is a vibe check. So.
Yeah, I'm vibe checking this right now. I think that's what my character would do. Insight, you said?
Yeah.
Very wise.
Well, about that.
The only thing you can tell is that he has very clear, unfriendly intent.
Oh boy, I don't like that. It's
Oh my god, just clicked. Something just clicked in Jordan's head.
what?
We arrived on the pirate ship.
You arrived on a dinghy, technically.
Yeah,
Dinghy,
we
but
can
they
see
can
the
see a
pirate
pirate
ship,
ship.
right?
Yeah.
There's no way this guy could see from inside the building, no.
Yeah, that's true. He is in the building. No, there's a little. Wait, we don't see that though. Oh, shit. Oh no, he would see it. Hello, Mr. Man. I'm gonna wave my hands. Does he do anything? Does he look at me?
He's apparently staring at Beastie, but he does not reply to your words.
Is he gonna hurt Beastie? Is that what he's like? He looks like he has ill intent. Did I get that vibe?
Yes, it looks like he wants to hurt Beastie.
He was bored.
Okay. Doing like a staggering motion. She's gonna tap her staff forward and do a hypnotic pattern.
Hey, I know
Towards
this
him.
That's
Okay,
actually
where are you-
special.
Where are you placing it?
On him, how does this work again? I don't. I play Minecraft.
You
30-foot cube.
you need to make a 30-foot cube, and if it encompasses Beastie, she has to roll the saving throw as well.
That could be funny. How do I see the 30-foot cube? So is it
So there's a
measured?
ruler on the little sidebar thing.
Yeah. is
Click on it.
measured?
Measure it. Yeah, you change the shape to a square.
This.
Essentially, if you center it on him, this is how far it's going out.
Can I put it just
Even
on
putting
him?
it at the back wall.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Hit
can
him with
I...
him at the back wall.
Yes, you can angle it however you need to encompass only him, but you
Alright.
have to prove that it only encompasses him to make, which you just did.
So just do one.
Someone
square
else
forward.
did it. Yeah, someone else did it.
That was me.
Okay, so
Do it off the square in front of it.
Oh,
he needs to roll
It's a circle.
a wisdom save. Alright. Describe what your hypnotic pattern looks like.
You ever see like the strange thing where it's like the multiple timelines? I want him to see the multiple like time streams or some shit. Clocks,
Okay.
gears, like many vivid patterns. Stuff your average human would understand. Yeah.
There's your square.
Okay. You watch as he preps to hit Beastie, and then as your effects slowly takes effect, various versions of him appear to be distracting him as he slowly begins gazing off as he becomes incapacitated from the effect of your spell.
My spell worked. Look at that. I don't
Good
think that
job.
was the hourglass either, Pip. Okay, well now I think Mr. Man will talk. Well, he won't talk, but now we could devise a plan. Because as soon as you hit him, it might break the, he might realize it's just like a
trust
pattern.
me, we're familiar with this one. It's a tactic I use a lot. Good job.
Oh! Guess my thing is not that cool then, whatever. She's gonna cross her
That looks
arms.
really cool. Mine usually never works. So
I
you're
will
already
pass
doing
the
way better
turn.
than not mine.
Alright. Moves to Hubert.
George will just kind of look back at Aurelia. So what if we were to just take off his helmet to see what he is or anything like that?
Or we could quickly restrain him, because I'm
I
pretty
mean,
sure I
you could try to restrain
should have
him.
shackles in here or something.
Beastie, it's your turn.
He's just gonna look up at him and see that he is incapacitated, and will tilt her head one way, tilt it the other. Then is going to just stab her sword into the ground, will hop up and try and take his helmet off.
I guess that's one way
Oh, I
to
was
do
gonna
it.
say you should be very careful.
Roll a strength save. Or roll an athletics.
Oh, bother.
That's not bad still.
Not bad, but is it good enough?
I mean, you're not attacking the guy, so...
Give me just a second. Alright. So you jump up and you grab the helmet. You start to pull. And as you do, you feel it fastened very tightly to the other bit of the armor. And you pull harder, and then a black tar-like substance comes out. And you feel as a very sharp snap as you pull it off and you land. And as you look into the helmet, you see more of this black tar-like substance as the man slowly falls to his knees and falls over as more of it begins slowly pooling out of the armor.
Huh?
Is there a face? Or is it
Well,
just
it
an
could be
ooze?
something that's been just an ooze or something attached to.
Who's using a suit of armor as a home? Interesting.
No, could also just been a parasite.
I
Who
would
knows?
love to study this.
Well, Beastie is going to look in the helmet and will, like, turn it, I guess, the right side up and just let the tar fall out of it. But then she looks back up at the headless body, and
The body fell over, and tar is beginning to seep out of the neck hole.
Okay. I guess she'll just... Actually, does the helmet look, like, good? Like, in good condition or anything?
In fine condition.
Alright. She's going
Do
to
that.
just keep that for now, and is going to start stepping back while pulling her sword out of the ground.
Okay.
Soldier. Mine!
Anything else?
Yeah. She's going to activate her tattoos. She feels something's up here. Be careful, Gloomy.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Alright. As it comes to the armor's turn, you watch as the body begins to flail violently before this erupts from it.
What in the fuck?
Oh,
Yo!
what
Uh, beyond
bullshit is that?
Horrors beyond my comprehension. My favorite.
Now hold on. If it wasn't thing from outer plane, I should have been able to detect that.
Yes, because now it's working.
Oh, okay. Sensors just went off, guys. That thing is not from this realm. I don't know how it hid itself. Maybe, yeah.
Clearly,
Definitely extraplanar.
clearly it was hidden in the body.
Yeah, then don't the coasts
There
have
another
to do the
body
same thing with their people?
That's true.
Yeah, it came out of the neck hole for his body.
Just when I thought I had a way to detect these things.
Well,
Beastie, do you still have that helmet?
yeah,
I don't know if you should keep it on you.
I'm
Beastie.
keeping it. Yeah.
As you say that, a tendril swings towards you and slams into your body.
Oh boy, it really wants
Feeling-
that helmet back.
Dealing
I don't know
16
how it-
points of acid damage.
16.
16.
All right.
Acid.
Okay. Response.
And you're pulled 5 feet closer.
All right.
Oh,
Response. Beastie is going to swing Scraw recklessly. Holy shit!
oh my god.
All right. Let's swing another d20. Okay.
Okay, so
I guess also Beastie will add in the Fury of the Small. So that'll be 14. Sorry, 15
the
extra
balls.
damage. Though that's crit. Does that do anything when it's crit, Jor?
your Fury of the Small just applies static damage. It doesn't roll dice, so no.
Alright. And she's going to also add in... oh no. Aberrations are typically not resistant to necrotic energy, right? But no. No, I won't test it. Let's not undo my good work.
So, Beastie, as you cleave Scraw through the creature, and Fury of the Small deals equal to your level, yeah?
Yeah, so 15 extra damage.
As you cleave Scraw through the creature and you pull it back, you notice that the thick tar-like substance is sticking to the blade, and you hear a hissing sound. Scraw now has a -1 modifier on it.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Beastie will blink and will look to Scraw. And she looks back at the creature.
The creature is going to hit you again.
Oh boy.
Is this thing an ooze?
You're not sure what it is, but whatever it is, it's pinging Jubilee's sense as an aberration.
Yeah, definitely not from this world.
As it hits you again for 16 more points of acid damage, Beastie.
Oh boy.
Jubilee, your turn.
Oh right, Beast. Hold on. Talking is a free action. Beastie will yell back. Be careful when hitting it. It burns weapon and stuff. And she points to Scraw smoking.
Question, DM. I'm assuming it's not charmed anymore.
No.
It's just snapped out of that.
Yes.
Alright then. Snapped ecstatic it is. Take 26 psychic damage. Or half, depending on until leverage.
It will take half.
Now, that's a smart thing.
And it's psychic damage, right?
Yeah.
So it'll take a quarter.
Hey, no, don't use psychic on it, I guess. No. And with that, she'll give inspiration to Hubert, because I got a feeling he's gonna need it.
Okay.
Now on my turn.
George.
Alright. Let's see if this thing just wants to go back home. As he will point towards it, and then will snap his fingers and attempt to cast Banishment.
You watch as the spell slowly encompasses it, but then with a outer worldly roar, it snaps the spell off as it appears to have made it save.
This thing just wants to go back. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I was about to say, so in answer to your question, no.
Shit. Okay. In that case, he will.
Later, for sure.
Shit. Why'd you say it like that? What the fuck?
Shit.
Ah, shit.
Sounded like a bad Luigi voice.
Oh,
In that case,
shit.
he will.
Oh, Mario.
Ah, Mario!
use,
Shit!
You do a really good
Mario.
Luigi chore.
Oh.
Mario, what the fuck?
Hello,
Mario, if I can help me.
Mario! Daisy said she wanted me to get a collar and a leash. I didn't know she had a dog.
That fish going to
Mamma
use
mia.
his pocket spellbook to cast the bonus action cast Eldritch Blast, and just to see if anything has any extra effects on this, he's gonna have each one be a different damage type if he hits. So this first one will be force. Second one's
That'll
gonna
hit.
be. You always do it one at a time just to see what does damage, or is just all three come out at once?
Just do it all three at once.
Alright. Second one is lightning. One is radiant.
The 17 misses. And go ahead and roll damage for your first one.
Yawn. 10 force damage.
The bolt, or the Eldritch Blast hits it, and you immediately see that it did not deal nearly as much damage as you thought it should.
Okay.
And then, as you fire the second one and it dodges, you see the 3 points on it, on its forward that appear to be its eyes look at you as you hear something crack under you as a black tendril breaks out of the ground and pierces towards you with a 28 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Was that a crit?
No.
I'm watching you, Gina.
I'd like you to try that again, sir.
Why?
What
Are
happened?
you still read? Oh.
Since you're doing it to George.
How about a 24 to hit?
Darn.
For that, George will make that you again. Yeah, he's gonna reaction cast shield then.
Okay.
Aha!
You watch as the tendril slams against the shield before pulling back into the ground. As it appears the attack has been thwarted.
I did it.
This thing, when George looks back, it goes back into the ground. Is like there's more black stuff underneath it, or does it just look like it just managed to get a tendril through the ground?
There's not enough light in here for you to see into the hole. And while I do know you have dark vision doesn't help you see things like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Or should just say this thing might also be attached to, might have more of it nearby, so be careful.
Cool.
Noted.
What
Alright.
does that mean?
It can go. It can attack you from underground.
Anything else, Beast?
Beastie?
Or, sorry, anything else, George?
He's gonna move around the corner here.
Okay.
Just so in case this thing has anything that can hit multiple people.
That's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, Beastie.
Hmm?
On the initiative count of 0, you hear a cracking from under the ground as a tendril thrusts at you with a dirty 30 to hit you.
Dirty.
Is that the crit? Oh god, what is that? What is that?
That's a 30.
Well,
A
that
dirty 30,
definitely
so it's
hits.
not crit.
Oh, it's a crit?
No, a dirty 30 means that I rolled a 30.
Oh. I don't like that.
That means its plus is in the double digits like ours.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what that means. But I'll say yay, I think, and then pat my hand
you will take 12 piercing damage as the tendril hits you in the side. And as it pulls away, you look down and you see that there is a wound in your side. At the beginning of your turn, you get to take 4d4 necrotic damage.
Aha! So it is resistant to necrotic damage.
Aurelia, it's your turn. No, the necrotic damage is technically you bleeding.
Guys, did we try to talk to it?
Yes, it didn't work.
Yes.
Okay. Guess I have to help my friend. I'm gonna walk next to George. I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder. I'm gonna wave. Does he wave back?
George will. Oh, like raise an eyebrow, but then wave back.
Okay. Let me double check how this one works.
Aurelia,
Say-
if it's any consolation, you can tell that this thing is not natural.
Okay.
George would say, if you want to also be behind cover, you can also get to the other side of me.
I just want to use this spell real quick. Forgive me, someone explain the logistics on this one.
Basically, it's a Kameo.
Yeah. You're essentially
Okay.
Kamehameha waving.
Is there like
So,
How do I
there's
explain
a measure
this?
thing for it.
There it is. Hold on.
am
You
I
like a
gonna
measure thing
hit
like,
people?
no.
Like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
You'd be able to angle it
okay.
where you don't hit Beastie.
Okay.
If you click on the ruler, there's a thing where it says shape of line. If you go all the way down, it's the shape of beam. Then you can modify the size of your beam and make it however you want it to be.
Okay. I'm gonna hit right there.
Alright.
So you know how Symmetra does that thing with her fingers where she does like the triangles and shit? Not like the lesbian thing, but like the, you know... I'm gonna do that with clocks and stuff. And then I want like a really bright beam to come out of it and just smack the thing on the side.
Okay.
Alright. Is that's what did I use? I used Sunbeam, not Sunburst.
Yes,
I used that one.
Sunburst would be very bad right about now.
As I'm fairly certain you would hit only George.
Oh, that's like
That's when I cast a
gets
spell
off
real
me.
quick, explodes.
Alright.
Then you point your hand toward it, and from the face of one of the clocks, the beam blasts outward, slamming into the creature, and you hear it give a loud roar of, you think, more annoyance than anything else, as the sunlight slams into it.
Would like
No,
to roll
she definitely
damage.
hit everyone with Sunburst.
I have to roll. It's roll 6. 8. Do I add
You're-
anything to this?
You already rolled damage.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
fine.
rolled 25 damage. Oh, well, I guess that's okay. Could have
And,
been better.
Everyone on top of the staircase, you just saw a very... Oh, actually, we'll get to that in a second. You just saw a very blindingly bright light come from the immensely dark cave. Speaking of the blindingly bright light, I need everyone in the immensely dark cave to roll con saves.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Flashbang.
And the save
Grenade
DC is 18.
Is that me too?
Since you're the one who cast it, I'll let it slide.
Well,
You fool.
Why are we making constitution saves?
Because
Yeah,
someone just brought the power of the sun in a pitch black room.
Ah! So, does Beastie also have to do that?
Yes. You
Oh, I have
bloody-
Scorching Ray. I could have used Scorching Ray, guys. I just saw it.
Oh my god.
My eyes.
So, let's see. George, Jubilee, and Hubert, or actually Hubert has disadvantage. Let's see if he rolls even worse. All get blinded by the flash of light, whereas Beastie just continues staring down the creature as her retinas catch on fire.
It's like, I can't see
that
again.
was the wrong spell. I'm sorry. I did the wrong finger motions.
Don't
Did you
worry.
at least heard it?
Is there like a hole inside?
You did hurt it, yes.
I think so.
Good job. It's
The
fine.
We're
wrong
not
spell in
dead.
my pockets.
Yeah, it's fine. You did good.
Don't
Do I
worry,
have
me
any,
can
like,
fight even when I can't
extra
see.
actions I can do?
But everyone else who's standing on the island with the staircase just saw a big flash come from the cave that you saw your friends go in.
Oh, well, yeah. Do we need to enter the initiative count, or?
That is entirely up to you.
Because I know both my characters are gonna rapidly speed onto the scene.
Then, yes, if you wish to join combat, I need initiative rolls.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll do the same. Also, when it turns to interactions, you still have a bonus action you can use if you wanted to.
What
And then you
what
can
do
also
they do with a bonus action as me?
I have no idea. I don't know what you're
Depends
capable
on if you have any bonus action spells or if you have like anything that you're they can do as an Eladrin with bonus actions. So I think you can also have like a face step or something.
Some sort of teleporty thing.
Gonna
Yeah.
walk right here.
Or you can just get behind cover before a random tendril comes flying out.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Of course,
like
PB is
use
quick on
my
the initiative.
hands to guide me around George, and then I'm gonna hide against the wall. Alright, that is the end of my turn. I don't know what else I could do.
Oh, you foolish fool. Alright, is Otto going to be joining in on this?
Yep.
Okay, there he goes. Oh, but he rolled a 24. The initiative count was 20, so he doesn't get a turn this cycle.
Yes, the rolling high is the curse.
Yeah. Initiative count.
Meanwhile, almost everyone else actually rolled just right.
Alright, so, you got anything else you can do?
No.
Thorgrim!
Oh, Thorgrim is booting it over to the where he just saw the fucking flashbang. Like, what the fuck? Okay, going.
Runs right off the cliff, doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, literally. Don't monk shit. So, yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. So I can get to the middle of the staircase. Do you want me to acrobatics it up?
Due to you being a monk, you can just run down Paul.
Yeah, no, I just was wondering if you wanted anything to, slightly whatever.
No. You have a thing that as a monk you don't have to worry about that sort of stuff.
Okay. That's all my actions.
Okay. Just a second. Trying to find a certain clip. Nope, can't find it. Alright. Doesn't exist. Alright, so Adelthird, your turn.
Alright. Hale's going to glance over. Thorgrim, is there shenaniganry occurring in there?
Well, I saw a bright light. Usually that's not a good thing.
Thorgrim can't actually see into the cave because he's still standing in the sunlight.
Yeah, but like he saw the bright light, so he's kind of just going on that.
Yes.
Alright. Well, using her wings, Adel is going to go here. step here. Can she see the thing now?
It takes a minute for your eyes to adjust, but yes, you can.
Oh. That's concerning.
Fair warning, I can't. Fair warning, I can't see, and I'm fairly certain a lot of us can't at the moment.
That would be a correct assessment.
Alright. Adel is then going to Ooh. Wish you're 5 feet closer to her. Yeah. Damn it. Okay.
Damn it.
Adel is going to distant cast Lesser Restoration. Secure blindness on you.
I was saying of, and then you said Jubilee.
Yeah.
Oh, much better. Thank you.
You're welcome. That is Adel's turn as she's looking over at the thing.
Alright. Elvie.
Second, looking for the spell. I saw it, but now I don't see it anymore. Hang on.
Adel, there's definitely something extra cleaner.
There it is. Spending my 2 sorcery points to quicken spell dimension door.
Okay, where are you going?
I'm going right in front of Thorgrim. Can I see into the cave itself?
No, you are standing on the precipice of the darkness.
Okay.
You have to actually enter the dark in order to see any.
Enter the darkness?
Into the darkness.
I will enter the darkness.
I'm going to say
What the
this is
man?
that is the line of the darkness.
I'm gonna go beside my friend Dubawee so I can see into the darkness. Oh, hello.
Shh, I don't see me.
I'm invisible. Can you see me? Yes.
Wow.
Goodness. Well, that is in fact something. Why don't I do this? I can now see everyone and everything, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we, since I am only able to cast up to the 2nd level spell now, I'm gonna, Elvie will point her hand towards the creature, and I will attempt to cast a 2nd level, actually, yeah, no, just a 1st level, we'll cast a 1st level, did that, hello? Said. It's not. A guiding bolt. A guiding bolt. So make it range the spell attack. Actually, wait, is it on my character sheet? I think it's on my character sheet. It is. That number as well. So just okay. Does that successfully hit?
Yep.
Yeah. It takes 14 radiant and it is now lighting up like a Christmas tree. So the next attack on it has advantage.
We'll use this yellow dot to indicate that.
Okay. And that will be all of my actions. Spell slots that I used.
Anything else, Elby?
I did say that was all my actions.
Sorry, I was doing something else at the time.
No, I'm good.
Galodius.
As long as my 1 minute links run out, he's gonna run, jump, and hold down. And if they did run out, he's gonna run, jump, and splat.
I'll let you have your wings for the run, jump, drop.
Crackneck.
The other 40 feet gets to go away.
Get-
As far as I can take it.
I guess that's why they call it breakneck speed. Hey.
Hey, black.
That's all I can do.
Hubert, upon hearing what Beastie said about weapons, will put away Stabitha and Slashly, as he will use a bonus action to enter his rage, and as he does, his hands will slightly outstretch as claws grow from his fingertips as he rushes forward.
Rage mode.
Yes,
Does he have names for his claws?
not presently. Oh, he doesn't get 3 attacks. His clothes. Fairly certain. I'll have to double check that later, but I'm going with my computer. Yes. He will deal 8 slashing damage, but more importantly, as the claws cut through the creature, they begin to glow a very, the cuts begin to glow a very bright white before a burst of radiant energy on top of it, dealing 20 full of damage.
Smite with the small.
Yes, because they're natural weapons.
Huh.
Sweet.
Beastie.
I forget, Beastie wasn't blinded, right?
No, you're doing fine.
Alright, she appears over at Hubert. It's like, Bloomy, the hell did you do to your nails?
They grew.
Wow, you should teach me how to do that. But she's going to shoot Scraw and is going to recklessly attack barehanded.
Nice.
Alright. But as you punch into it, although you're dealing damage, due to the fact that your hands are not magical, they aren't dealing as much damage as it says you are.
She grimaces as she realizes that she's basically going to have to let her weapons get damaged in this instance.
You don't have to.
What do you mean she don't even have to?
You can continue to just punch it.
True. Unless... No, that's a stupid idea. But it is a beastie idea. Screw it, what's the worst that can happen? Beastie sees that's not working, puts one and two together to realize that it needs a magical weapons to do anything. So she's going to take out... She's going to take out one of her unknown potions and is going to cover her fist in it, and then is going to punch at it again. I don't know if this will work, but it makes sense with Beastie's spine.
Roll a D100.
Holy fuck! Oh boy. I guess we will see what this potion is, and if it helps. Double crit. You were just like me, trying to make history.
Let's see. You rolled an 8.
Yep. But who's to judge the right from wrong? When our guard is down, I think we will both agree.
Violence.
But in the end, it has to be this way.
Okay. Your skin begins to glow, creating a 25-foot aura of light around you.
Holy fuck!
Oh no!
Sweet.
Flashbang number 2.
Oh god.
Poor Hubert getting flashbanged again.
God, natural light.
But I guess I will count your punch in this instant to be magical.
Yay!
But only this punch.
Aw.
You'll have to douse your hand in potion again if you want it to work a second time.
She might just do it since it worked.
Alright, anything else, Beastie?
Yeah, Actually, how's the thing looking?
It's looking rough.
Alright, she's going to use her bonus action to... This thing is not large. Well, it's huge, not large, so...
Question, did the music stop or am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping.
I think the music did stop.
In
Oh. Jockey music is still here, but he is not playing music. The lazy bastard.
Belly.
He went on strike.
Alright. Alright. And that's Beastie's turn for now. But she is going to go...
Oh wait, speaking of Beastie's turn,
Yes?
beginning of your turn, you take 12 points of necrotic damage
Alright.
from the wound that you suffered. And I also need a con save from you.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Beastie is then going to swivel around it, so she's behind it.
Okay.
That's her turn.
Someone attacked it, so that goes away. It's its turn. Where it is going to attempt to hit you with its pseudopods.
Ooh. Oh.
Pseudopod, I hardly know her. Wait.
Dealing 14 acid damage to you.
Alright.
And then it nat 20s you.
Holy
no.
shit. Well, before the nat 20,
I don't like this timeline. I'm gonna snap that.
Oh?
I'm gonna use my what's it called on it?
Portent?
Of time as a reaction after you or a creature you can see. You definitely
I
cannot see
cannot
this
see
creature.
it. No. Well. My
Damn you,
fear.
wall.
Well, before the crit, Beastie will use her reaction to, No. Can she put another
never
potion
mind.
on her again?
I will allow you to do it as a bonus action on your turn.
Okay, then yeah, she's going to knee it, I guess. Just gonna swing at it
Okay,
recklessly.
that hits. Alright. And now it's time for the pseudopod of critical success. $43 acid damage.
Goodness gracious.
You bleed.
So, we have here is a failure to communicate, and then I started blasting. Whatever.
What are your modifiers to hit? Should be your charisma modifier.
So I was about to say 10. We got 19, 14, and 23.
No, 19, 14, and 23. Okay, then the 14 misses.
Actually, it's right the 19. Okay. You get, these two. Pew pew. Hopefully some force damage will get through, and I'll inspire... I'll take a step back so that way I'm within 5 feet of both of them. And then I'll inspire... Just double checking something real quick. I have a hard time remembering my range of inspiration.
I do not know, sir.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think he used it. Did he use his last one?
Who, Hubert?
Hubert?
No,
Yeah.
he hasn't even used it yet.
Oh, in that case, I'll save it then and end my turn.
George!
Alright. I still blinded, or does it end at the start of my turn?
You can roll it. It'll end at the end of your turn.
Okay. Well, I do not know George will do something different for once, and using one of his paladin spell slots, will call out your names. He'll say Aurelia, Bloom Hollow, Amos Arday, as he is going to be casting.
Are we doing the scatter?
Nope, he is casting Bless.
Oh, sweet.
I'm right next to you. You don't have to yell.
I can't see you, so I have to say your name while I'm saying.
I'm right
while
here.
I'm
She's gonna touch
casting
his
stuff.
face.
Okay, I understand you're right next to me, but still, thank you. You're
Touch.
Alright. Anything else, George?
nope, that'll be his turn.
Alright. Initiative count of 1. George.
Oh God,
Did the
I'm
24
not
hit
blind
you?
anymore, right?
Do up? No, you're not blinded.
Right? It
You
would
are-
if I didn't shield again. So he's shielding again.
Wait, can I technically see him?
No. All you see is a tendril cracking out of the wall next to you, but you don't see the creature that it's coming from.
Just gonna stammer back a little bit.
Yeah,
And then the tendril goes back into the wall.
He reacted with shield, so you just see a divine light shield come out of nowhere, just protecting him from a tendril.
Ping.
2 5th level spots used to stop 2 attacks.
He does not want this thing to hit him.
Otto, it's your turn.
Oh, wait, is shield a paladin spell?
It's a warlock spell.
Ah, shit. Otto, hearing that, is going to look at the stairs, sigh. He's going to say, fuck that, and vortex warp himself instead. So, Poppy, get into that cave and protect anyone that's getting attacked, and the vortex warps himself.
He just stares blankly as you leave him by himself.
As quick as you can. It's 85 and 90.
You almost hear how they go.
Then step into the cave.
Steps into the cave, steps into the line of his own Kamea wave.
Gets
over
hit with
there.
some laser.
What the hell is that thing?
We're not sure.
Okay.
Good enough.
The only information I can give you.
We're not sure. Good enough for me.
Good enough for me. Let's kill it. That is all he does for the time being. That's all it's doing.
Otto teleports in, walks into cave, curses, refuses to elaborate.
Oh yeah, and also,
does not leave.
fuck, I forgot about Hoppy. He's gonna...
Aurelia, it's your turn.
Okay.
Because Hoppy can only just run.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do his movement.
He's gonna like push his side doors a little bit and walk past. Okay, I'm just gonna do the same to you, Miss Lady. I'm just gonna like push her aside. And then she's how does this one work?
George, did you make sure that Otto walked down each of those steps the way that that Hoppy walked down all 65 feet of these stairs?
Yeah, he would have been here then because he dashed. Pretty much you choose a point. Same thing as same thing as your hypnotic pattern where you choose a point where hopefully it doesn't hit everyone and just the creature, and they have to roll the same.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, you'd be doing the measure thing and doing a circle instead.
This thing gives exhaustion? Is this a real spell?
Yeah, that is actually a spell. George has it.
And I cast it right there.
Yes. The exhaustion goes away when the spell ends, okay. That doesn't make it nearly as powerful. Still makes it kind of dumb because it can technically insta-kill people, but you know, whatever. Yeah. Alright, so it needs
She's gonna summon like a clock above that area.
Okay.
And the gears are gonna spin out of control, and then hopefully the light spills out if it hits.
Roll 4d10 to do damage.
adjust that because technically it's a concentration of 15 minutes.
20.
20. Okay.
So the clock is gonna spin rapidly and then burst, and a light's gonna come out of it.
How do
Like
you
you're
want to
gonna
do
hear glass cracking. How do I want to do what?
it? You killed it.
Oh!
Huzzah!
I did the killing! I want it to, like... I want the lights to hit it, and then I want it to burn, and I want the clock to, like, spin rapidly around it, and then snap, like, burst. Like glass shattering.
As it shatters, you all watch as the creature's body shift and begins to bubble before very rapidly, seemingly to evaporate away.
Actually, DC's going to check on her sword.
It is still suffering a -1 modifier.
Shit, does it look like it needs to be fixed?
Yes.
She makes rumbling noises before going to the body and giving it a kick. Stupid thingy.
As you kick the armor, the pieces of armor begin rolling about.
Actually,
Okay, Beastie?
it broke my sword!
Bring it here.
She's gonna pick up the greatsword this guy had, and then is going to head on over.
Okay.
She's gonna poke it with her staff.
It is an empty suit of armor.
Do I see a book?
Roll investigation.
I'm good at investigating, let me tell you. It's one of my strong suits.
Curiosity.
You do see what appears to be a very small journal. On the armor, it appears to be a personal journal of some sort, but it is also locked and you cannot open it.
Dear diary.
Ooh. Did I find anything else? Maybe some money, some leaves, maybe? Did I find leaves?
You didn't find any leaves, but you find 20 gold pieces by the looks of it.
I found more of the common currency!
Keep it.
No leaves though, so we're broke.
Actually, we use gold here as our currency, not leaves.
I have gold leaves and rainbow leaves. I have blue leaves. I have pale leaves. I have teal leaves.
We
Don't
don't
worry,
gold coins.
I'm very made.
Use gold coins as currency.
Leaves do not work as currency here.
Otto, do you happen to also know the mending cantrip?
Otto will just point over to Hoppy, who comes walking through the cave.
I'm assuming you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be a very good artificer now, would you? Wink, wink.
Yep, I know it. And as he's saying this, Otto will start casting the mending spell on Scrawl.
Scrawl, scrawl.
She's gonna begrudgingly grab the gold.
Alright.
While he's mending Scraw, he's just gonna take a look at the greatsword that she picked up from the guy. Anything interesting looking about it?
Hold on.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
So how many of us die?
Congratulations, you picked up the death sword, Beastie. It means you die.
Congratulations, you picked up the exploding greatsword.
She'd actually
What would
find
I say?
that really cool. Like, every time I hit something, we both go boom.
You picked up the sword of stab myself in the face.
Maniacal goblin laughter.
Also, I would not be surprised if a goblin had that in the wild.
Let's see. You notice that it appears to have an inscription in common on it that says, "When I raise this sword, so I wish that this poor sinner will receive eternal life."
Do you want me to use my magic on it? I could do that for you.
Hmm?
If you want.
Oh, it's
Like to
okay,
identify
clock lady.
it?
Oh. She points at her. Yes.
Okay, she's gonna like stick her staff, not in the ground, but like freeze it, like in time so it stiffs upright. And then she's gonna like grab the sword and hold it in place. And then like a yellow light is gonna shimmer around it while she tries to figure out what it is.
You're casting Identify?
Yeah.
Are you using a spell slot or are you casting it as a ritual?
Ooh, ritual. I want
that
the clocks to appear around me, and I want to hear ticking like I'm thinking.
Alright. That means that the spell's duration is increased by 10 minutes, so
Okay.
the rest
Well, I'm
of
gonna
you...
take my
You
time
don't waste
identifying it.
I was gonna say, you don't waste a spell slot that way, though.
Oh, that ticking is going to be very irritating after a while.
It's like a grandfather clock above her, like a halo almost.
You get used to hearing the clicking, says Adela as she goes and crouches down near the body. Well, the armor, rather.
I prefer silence.
You know, this feels more like the work of the cult more than our lich friend.
Not quite sure.
Is the armor magical?
Do you have a way to figure that out?
Well, I can identify it if it is magical.
Do you cast Identify?
I would like to try.
As a ritual or with a spell slot?
I'll use a spell slot because I have 3 still.
As you cast Identify, it appears that it may have been magical at one point, but whatever enchantments were on it appear to have faded.
I see. Are there any remnants of said enchantments, like, you know, inscriptions or runes or anything of the like that may be still partially there?
As you look over the armor, you see an inscription upon it. You see an inscription upon it that says, "May one's duty May one's duty save one's wretched soul."
I see. Seems to be a marking of some sort of divine servitude.
Where have I heard that before?
Well, it is common in some religious practices.
He was a paladin
A
before
lot
he
of
died.
Damn shame.
A lot of this is sounding very familiar, though.
If a paladin was out here... Actually, what's the condition of the armor? Does it look old?
It looks fairly well, yes.
Looks like a paladin corps used to live here. Or maybe they do.
Or at least someone who belonged to a paladin contingent was sent here or traveled here for some reason.
Paul's gonna stand and look around, like, the building that they're in. What is this?
Yes.
You're not sure what it used to be, given the age and the fact that there doesn't appear to be any furniture in it. There's no indication of what it may have been previously.
Thorgrim,
Yes, up. Hang on. Yep. Yo.
what kind of rocks were used to build this place?
Old ones.
I was hoping you would use your expertise to give me a more detailed answer than that.
Oh, no. No, I'm just being sarcastic. Hold on. Stone cutting, go. 17.
You don't really have a type of rock. This was a building that was built into the side of a mountain. And based on the very attempted precision at cutting, you can tell that whoever made this, they were not made by dwarven hands. Your best guess is that it was crafted by possibly humans.
Well, it ain't dwarven craftsmanship, that's for sure. Seems kind of just a ramshackle thing, maybe built by a human. Pretty old. Kind of just carved into this mountain here.
Well, the armor looks like it belonged to a humanoid race.
So, 1 + 1 is 2. Maybe he was someone who at least helped carve this shelter somehow.
Yeah, maybe. Then they all's going to head over here.
Huh. Question is, why was he here?
Only one way to find out, says Adel as she heads over and peers across the river.
Let's see.
You, as you peer across the ocean water, you do see a continuation, another small cave-looking something across the way.
I'll look over to Hubert. Do you think you can make your way across?
Not easily, but I can find a way.
Alright, she offers him
What
her.
do you think that is?
She looks over. If I were to hazard a guess, around 50 feet.
We'll see you over there, milady.
I can fly over there.
Alright,
Put a hand up on Hubert's shoulder, and he's gonna bamf us both over there with a quick dimension door.
Aurelia, you're identifying a sword.
The sword. Yes, it takes you a long time to identify the sword.
By the time that would Doddle have to finish mending the scroll?
Roll a intelligence check.
I shall also do the poofy poof dimension door I want.
You have
Yeah.
fixed Scraw.
Hello, friends.
50, see, I'm gonna stay here while Aurelia finishes identifying the sword.
He steals Sheet's scraw and then will headbutt Otto. Thanks, Meg.
Ooh, sword. He likes sword. Sword.
But no, George is gonna continue looking around the cave currently and seeing if he notices anything out of the ordinary.
Roll an investigation.
Investigation.
Two.
That's stinky.
It just looks like a dark, dank cave as far as you can tell.
There's some people walking around.
Okay. Aurelia. As the... Dang it, now I gotta type. As your identification comes to an end, you do, in fact, learn the sword, but I'm gonna have to do some typing to let you know what it does.
Lickety clackety
Right back after these
intensifies.
messages. A few inches into.
while Jor is doing the typey types, Chaos, do you happen to know or play a thing called Pokemon Showdown?
Sounds familiar, but
It's a browser that basically is just a battle simulator for Pokemon.
oh yeah, I've seen videos of that, but I have not played it myself.
Okay.
Why?
I was just wondering, because if you had an account on that, or did that often, we could, have a couple battles or something.
I might give it a shot.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to operate, and it allows you to customize a team very, very, very thoroughly. Items.
I've seen so many meme teams about that.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I used to watch
The
this one
tryhards
guy.
get mad.
Yeah, I used to watch this one guy who like posted nothing but videos of him fighting people who would use 6 versions of Arceus and would just use the dumbest teams and just rickroll them completely.
I'm familiar with the level 1 strats.
Oh yes, the what is it?
Aura.
Fear strats. I
got a
love
feeling we're
fear.
talking about 2 different strategies.
It's the also known as the effing evil annoying rodent.
Maybe we're talking about the same thing.
The level 1 Rattata with Endeavor and Quick Attack.
Oh. I just use level 1 Auron with Endeavor and Sturdy.
Oh yeah,
It's a good setup with Aron with Sturdy, yeah, because you can keep resetting it with
because that way you can use its item slot for something else other than a focus sash.
You use it with Shell Bell if it's level 1 and it's allowed because it can fully heal it, and you can keep doing that over and over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly, we will become Jay's Elite Four.
Yes. Well, define elite.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I told him why you fucking went ban for me on Legends in 1.
And just stun that trainer.
You have Arceus Legends?
No, just has a bunch more legendaries than Jay does.
Oh.
With the whole.
I like playing the Legend.
Pokemon.
I like playing the Pokemon Legend series. I like doing stuff, Pokemon catching.
I can't wait for ZA, man. It's gonna be so fun.
Yeah. And luckily, it will be releasing on the regular Switch, so
Thank God.
Go get it.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ready to upgrade yet.
Neither am I. Worst case scenario, I'll literally wait until November.
Yeah. Something like that.
Because I get discounts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the holiday discounts.
Blue
and stuff.
Store. I work for the Blue Store.
Hell yeah. Blue dubba dee dubba die even.
If you're green, you would die, and then you'd eat on the guy.
The fuck is wrong with you?
That's
some fetish shit right there, man.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I already did, so I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh wow.
Magical Greatsword was a weapon used within a Paladin Corps. It was primarily used as a means of executing the vile in hopes of cleaning their soul to give mercy to those heading to the afterlife. This weapon has a +2 attack on damage rolls. While attuned to this weapon, when slaying an evil creature, it gains 1 charge of a maximum of 10. To kill an evil creature, you may spend 10 charges to purify its soul to change it to good and allow them into a better afterlife. When you do this, you gain a permanent 1d10 to your maximum health while attuned to the weapon. You also gain vulnerability to necrotic damage while attuned.
That's so cool.
Interesting how you don't have to be a paladin or something like that to use it.
DC's going to listen to all of this? Well, I'm assuming that's explained to her. I guess it's up to Aurelia.
Aurelia, do you explain the weapon?
Oh, don't worry. I'll explain it. This weapon does things that are pretty-cool.
Oh my god.
Hey, pretty cool
Rolling at
weapon.
its finest.
I like cool
It's
things.
very sharp if you push your finger against it. That's the first thing I tried.
Oh,
but-
don't do that.
Well, attuned to this weapon, right? If you kill, like, bad things, which you should talk to them first, the weapon specifically states this, you should talk to them first to identify if they're bad. Because we should talk to people, one another, before we do things.
Hey,
That-
we attempted diplomacy, and then they attacked us.
Keep going.
But if you kill an evil creature, one that does not talk to you, or one that does talk to you, but it is not good, it'll gain a thing, and it
Oh
can
my
hold a
God.
few of these things. And when you slay more, you could spend those things to purify the soul, to change it to good. So basically, you'll like clear them of their sins or whatever, and you allow them into a better afterlife. It's kind of cool. When you do this, though, you also gain a.
You
It
get
says it makes you
healthier.
feel better. Like
These-
you get stronger. Like you could take more hits. Like you could be punched in the face a few more times.
Wait. Thorgrim immediately lights up. Slowly turns to Aurelia. Did you
What?
say can be punched in the face more often?
Yeah, if you purify souls, basically, you can use once you do 10 souls. I think. Ah, yes, there's 10. I see 10 little clocks here. Once you do 10, you can gain a lot more stuff. Like you're more durable.
What about the guy who is resistant to every form of damage would really like that. Just saying.
Well, you actually gain vulnerability to necrotic damage
Oh,
because it
okay.
like poisons you. Like the weapon becomes a part of you or something.
Well, I'm resistant to necrotic while I'm raging, so that would just cancel it out.
Hey, priest, you want sword?
Well, I mean, yeah. Holy
I
Redeemer sword.
suppose it would be a good fit for me, considering it points to two great swords he already has.
Did you want another one?
Yes, but this one
Why
does
not?
magic-y stuff.
Well, I mean, so does both of his other ones.
Oh. True. She looks to Thorgrim. Do you want it?
I mean, I don't mind it, but if Holy Sword goes to Holy Priest, that would be wholly good, I think.
Holy shit.
Sounds like you
might I
don't want it.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Then say you want it.
I do want it.
She
But I
hands it
think
to you.
Skilodius wants it more. And like,
She's
he
gonna
grabs it
snap
and
it at a
bing!
time.
Now
She's
it's
gonna grab
yours.
it.
Now it's yours to give to him if you want.
The sword's bigger than he is. And he's just like,
BC, would you like a weapon in trade?
No.
Oh, I thought you'd want the boulder.
I thought Luna was saying something that I really did too.
Oh, as she was grabbing it, I snapped it at a time,
What?
so it like
Yeah.
fell into her hands.
Oh.
Oh,
The
I thought it
sword.
was like,
It was expensive.
No,
Yeah,
it was like
just
being held in
snap the
place,
sword
like
away.
paused. Yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
Suspended animation.
did you...
No, snapped it back into time is what she meant.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was suspended animation, and then she
Oh,
pulled it back
okay.
out of it.
Did you... Like, how bad do you want this weapon? Exactly.
Are there better spell books in this timeline?
We found a couple good ones, but, like, that was not here. It was in another place.
We need to find a better spell book. Can I show them my dusty tome?
I mean, I would suggest showing any of the elves the Dusty Tome, because, I mean, they'd like it.
I mean, I'm not an
What does
elf,
that mean?
but I do like spell books.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, show Rabbit Bro. He likes that. He likes that magic stuff.
Yeah, what's
I
the
just
dwarf
want one
need?
that's pink.
There's probably
what's
some
the
that are
dwarf
pink in
need
the.
is- No, go ahead.
Oh, but there's probably some that are pink within the library that I was telling you about earlier. The one that has all the stuff and stories. They also had spell books in like a magic section. So
Yeah, that was what I was talking about. Big fancy
Yes,
library thing.
Unfortunately, me and the dwarf and the goblin are not magically inclined, so we're not the ones to talk to when it comes to
Don't
that
say that.
subject.
You could absolutely do it. I believe in you.
I mean, I have a spell, but it's not really
I
a
could pause
spell.
time for you guys if you want to learn.
That's quite all right. I am very comfortable
yeah.
with my own moveset.
Yes, Adel told me a long
Do you know
time ago
Earthquake?
that I should just stick with what I know. No, we're more close combat builds.
Oh.
they're more
Okay,
swords.
So
Or
use
and
like rock
hands-on.
smash or close combat or fighting type. So
Pulls out
Pretty-
boulder. Yeah.
Speaking of Adel, LV, Jubilee, Adel, and Hubert, what are y'all doing?
Well,
I would
Elvie
like
and
to
Jubilee are peeking around the corner to see what's in the little
Yes.
space here.
We must look at cave. What is in cave?
Roll investigation.
Investigation. Do you want to both roll investigations, Jube, or do you want to?
I will give you. I will give you it because I've only got +1 in it,
Okay. So advantage.
so you can have the
investigation.
advantage.
Oh, okay. Either good or good.
This seems to have been an armory of some sort, but due to time and natural wear and tear, the weapons are lying on the floor rusted. All of the racks appear to have molded and cracked and splintered, and there doesn't seem to be much salvageable here.
No shiny thing amongst the rust. I'm assuming.
You'll have to enter the room and do another investigation in order to try and figure that out.
I will do
Let's
so.
take a closer look. Oh, this
wanna
is
aid me
you
again? Okay.
The girlfriend's.
Oh, wow,
Jesus
shit.
Christ!
Christ, I know all I
Oh,
see.
fucking
Money.
lord.
You found Excalibur, the actual sword.
I found
Why is it
Excalibur
here
and
and not in the boulder?
Excalibur.
Why is it here instead of in the boulder? We're not sure.
It's attached to Gilgamesh. Roll initiative. Fuck.
No, worse. It's speaking.
Oh God.
God, Soul Eater.
It's dancing and singing.
Excalibur.
Ugh.
Yep, there he is.
What
The
do
world's
my
most
elven eyes
obnoxious
see?
weapon.
Please tell me I didn't waste a double crit.
I'm working on it. Hold on.
Okay, I didn't, so we're good. Okay, cool.
He's trying
Thank
not to give us the most overpowered thing ever.
I'm working on it. Roll
What can I
dexterity saving
justify?
throw.
you. Yeah, exactly. You found a fireball trap.
All right. You find as you search around, roll 2d12 for me.
Ooh, okay. 2d12. Wow. Okay.
You
12.
12.
You find 12 unnamed potions, as
Oh,
well as what appears to be a necklace made of gold with small charms hanging. The necklace, I'm trying to figure out, kind of looks like a crescent moon with two pointed ends that would be pointing towards your Adam's apple if you were wearing it,
Oh.
with small charms hanging off the front of it.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute looking. What's that?
Let's see. I'm writing it. I'm writing this all down. Give me a moment. So, come on. There we go. So, first, 12 unnamed potions. Unnamed potions. And, crescent moon charm necklace. with points pointing at Adam's apple?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. So, LV's going to basically scoop them all up like, she's going shopping. And is going to turn to Julie and says, we're going to be here a while, darling. If you could give me a moment. I'm going to start doing some identification. I'm going to have to use some of the identifications as a ritual, but I will expend some spell slots.
I will go ahead and tell you that you can't identify the potions.
Oh, so you're just gonna make us randomize? Okay, cool. So I'll just identify the necklace then.
It is a necklace of adaptation.
Another one. Great. Okay, cool.
Necklace of what?
Adaptation.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone who wears it is immune to space or underwater stuff, and
I'm also fairly certain. I'm also fairly certain this is the first one that you guys have gotten.
Nope, we had another one. Unless it was not a necklace, but something else. No, we had a second one. I have it written down in my list of treasures.
Oh, alrighty then.
Yep.
It appears that you guys got very lucky on the random tabs again.
Yep, got a second. Okay.
I was gonna say, think about wait, you can literally explore underwater with this if we wanted.
We could, which could be useful considering we are, doing some
seaside
exploration. LV is going to turn to Jubilee and is going to go, how fortuitous, actually. This is a necklace of adaptation. It allows us to breathe normally in any environment, space, or a wind tunnel, or even underwater points to the water.
Huh, I could have used that back at the Gold City.
Exactly. Oh, and it also, if we encounter any spells with a gaseous quality, such as Cloud Killer, Stinking Cloud, it gives us a much greater benefit when it comes to resisting such spells. So, all in all, it's basically something that we can wear for us to breathe easy.
My mind is so bad. Sorry, this is the player talking.
What's up?
I can't say it right now because we're recording.
Oh, okay. Get your mind out of the gutter.
I live there.
Damn it, get out of the gutter. Need to evict you from the gutter.
No.
So, I'm going to return to Adel and Hubert and say, I have good news and I have possibly good or possibly bad news.
Mostly neutral news on the second part.
Yes. I have this. This allows us to... she shows off the necklace. This allows us to resist harmful effects from spells such as Cloud Killer, Stinking Cloud, or any other cloud-based, gas-based, vapor-based magics. This also allows us to breathe in any environment, such as underwater, or in space, or, in a vacuum, or whatever.
Okay.
And these...
Looks at Hubert.
And these, she lifts up the 12 potions. I can't identify any of these.
So, what's the not good news?
I can't identify any of these.
Okay.
So
we're going to have to try them in order to figure out what they do.
I'm not sure you can do that.
Well, I mean...
Pretty sure Beastie did in the middle of the fight just a moment ago.
I don't... Did she try it, or did she drink it?
Well, trying it
Yes.
would be consuming it.
Oh.
She poured it on her hand and magically punched somebody.
Of course she did. In which instance,
Oh,
why don't
To
we
be
just
fair,
hang
it
on?
worked.
That's stupid, but I can't fault her for it, if it worked.
I was gonna say, can you really call it
Well,
stupid if it works?
Yes,
Yes.
be that as it may.
I thought, oh,
Effective,
oh,
yes. Stupid and reckless, but also yes.
We should just wait until we are able to find an alchemist.
Yes.
Or you can drink them, Gloom Hollow, if it is to your fancy.
Oh no, I wouldn't drink them. I'd get someone else to.
Of course you would.
Of course I would. I'm
So,
not gonna be that silly.
what about in here? Can we see this room? Does this room exist?
There is a wall between you and that room, but as you're all standing next to it, you feel what feels like air going into the room as there are cracks in the wall.
Do you
Want to
see any?
stand back?
Do you see any hidden compartments or anything?
I could
Not as far as
very
you can
easily-
tell.
I could very easily check.
Or I could just do this.
Oh, Jesus. You do realize that's going to extend from you? Oh, God.
I told you to back up.
I legitimately, as a player, did not hear that.
All right.
Oh,
So-
sorry.
Elvie, as you say, I could probably look into it. You just hear a thunderous boom, which echoes very rapidly around the cave that you're all in, as Jubilee blasts the wall apart.
Or you could do that.
Found the opening.
I see.
And as the dust and the rubble clear, you see a figure leaning against the wall as he slowly stands up and brushes the front of his armor off and then looks to you and says, and goes, "Not quite the rescue I was hoping for, but I appreciate it."
Apologies.
Oh.
I didn't know anyone was in here. I'm sorry.
Yes. Deep apologies. Curious.
Sorry, did you say rescue?
Yes, I have been trapped here.
How long?
For how long?
I do not know.
And how... Sorry, who are you?
You may call me the Last Light.
Oh, are you perhaps another paladin?
I am.
And,
I believe I am the last of my core.
and who trapped you in here?
It was a compatriot of mine, one succumbing to the sickness of this isle, one who sealed me here for my own safety.
His armor is reminiscent of the armor that was on the other guy, right?
It could be similar, yes.
Could be.
Like a more put together version.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that we came to blows with that fellow. He was not a human anymore.
That is very common of the disease that spreads in this isle.
I don't know if it's a disease. From what I can tell, it was extraplanar.
How-
More like a possession more than anything.
How is this affliction spread, and what causes the creation of that slime
I don't
creature?
know.
Hold on. They have been trapped in here for who knows how long.
Oh, apologies. Do you need anything? Healing?
No,
Okay.
Food?
no. I have no need for food nor water.
Are you undead?
No.
Can you take off your helmet?
He reaches up, takes the helmet off, and you see a very healthy-looking human. His hair is very long, sprawls out past his shoulders, and is pitch black as he looks to you with blue eyes and says, "I can."
How
And
have you been alive for so long?
he then reaches to his side, pulls out a knife, takes a handful of his hair before cutting the hair back to a shorter length, and puts his helmet back on and says, "I've been blessed to not require food nor water in order to sustain myself."
Well,
A blessing of sustenance. Fascinating.
let's get you out of here, last light.
Yes, please. Though, are you able to traverse this chasm?
There's a set of stairs that lead to knee-high water. We can walk from there across to the beachfront.
Ah,
Huh. I thought that was with spikes.
nope.
Well, let's follow the gentleman, milady.
You may follow, says Adel as she just starts flying.
Fair enough.
After you, Hubert.
Try not to slip, LV.
I will try. I'm quite a bit more dexterous, actually, now that I have lost half my age.
I'm sure you are.
It would be funny
Mr.
at that exact
Selby.
moment she trips. Ha!
Whispers Delby. He's kind of cute, isn't he?
I would say so.
Maybe give it a shot.
Possibly.
Oh, hello, George. We've rescued someone.
Unintentionally, but we did.
Still kind of-
Maybe he has more insight on what's going on around here.
Apparently he belongs to the same paladin corps as the other fellow we found.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
where is he
wandering
heading now?
Should we follow where he's going?
Yes. Oh, I'll be right back. Excuse me.
Excuse me, where are you going?
He will very quietly just get to the top of the area, slowly get to his knees, and will take off his helmet before clasping his hands together, bowing his head, and it looks like he is beginning to pray.
LV will go to Last Light's side and will attempt to mimic his posture and will offer a prayer to the wind as well. To whatever deity he is praying to.
At this point, I'm just surprised he didn't attack me on sight.
I'll just say, like there's someone new outside. Head outside the cave.
Fellas will put away the new sword he has and follow.
Oh, Thorgrim took that sword.
Thorgrim gave it to Scalodius, right?
I did,
Okay.
if he wanted it.
I was gonna say, no offense, but Thorgrim does not use great swords, and he makes
Well, I
it
mean, he
really
could.
hard for him to punch.
I mean, he gladly could.
I mean-
He has a warhammer, which also.
I don't see anyone
Would you
wearing
like
it.
a big? Would you like a boulder?
I mean, Boulder's okay.
And with
But-
your extreme speeds, its ability would be very handy for you.
What exactly is its ability?
Let me just. Nope, that's Jubilee.
We'll go on that.
Let me just
Go
click,
to one of the
click this
top
real
of the
quick,
altar.
and you can. Yeah. Ignore the dice roll, but
Oh shit! Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be nice.
yeah, I think that would be very handy for you.
It would.
Considering the extreme speeds you move at,
Yeah, no, I'll gladly trade you rocks.
and you have now you can use a big rock as a weapon.
Yeah. Yes, I am master of rock.
Yeah, technically Excalibur is considered a maul at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
And while Skillos did use mauls before, he's kind of switched it up to greatswords now at this point.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure out the name of this sword, though.
Duty, I believe is what the name is.
Oh.
Duty.
Yeah. Well,
Called
yeah,
the
you
Gr-
can...
It's called the Great Sword of Duty.
Oh, okay.
Make
Yeah,
sure
Giorgio.
to put that in later.
We'll climb to the altar up in the top right, or whatever that building is. What's in the top right? Oh, trying to start heading over as well.
Hey, you can't skip the stairs. Use them correctly.
What do you mean? That's gonna be a random moment where those stairs just fall off.
Thank you, Aurelia.
I'm holding on to my hat the whole time.
It is windy, so
Clack, 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 clack.
Aurelia, the great time which has arrived. And her hat's gonna drop.
Giorgio, catch the hat and then just put it back on her head.
I want to be doing a heroic pose, kind of.
okay.
You actually forget. Wow.
And after a while, he will eventually raise his head again, and will slowly stand to his feet before picking up the helmet of his armor and turns to look at the now gathering crowd.
You don't mind
May
the
I-
ass?
Uh,
Sure, we probably both had the same question, but you don't mind me asking, what god do you worship?
I worship the god of light.
no, they're not. So, is there a more specific name this god has?
Loomis.
Loomis. Okay.
Sounds familiar.
I just want to try to see if he can remember the god Loomis, or if his mother's ever mentioned him at all.
Roll religion.
I would like to also
Religion.
religion.
I don't know anything about him, but let's see if Otto does.
Elvi, the only thing you know about Loomis is he is the god who had created the light sources. For example, sun, fire, etc., etc. It is believed that whenever he created fire, he took a portion of the sun and tossed it to the earth, allowing humanity to no longer live in the dark. Otto, you get the same thing.
Oh, a Flash of Genius thing? I don't know if those do the same thing or not.
Flash of Genius just gives you the same thing, yes.
Okay. Huh. Alright. Can't say I remember. Let's just stop talking after a little bit.
The last light. We fought someone. Possibly the one that trapped you for your protection. He was gone, but in his armor was an aberration. Multiple eyes, had a black tar substance. Does this ring any bells?
Yes.
What is it?
It is an illness, as far as I know. It's something that has plagued this island. Something that, when my corps first realized there was the disease spreading, we attempted to combat it. We failed.
Alright. We're here in order to find something to deal with a pirate lich. Since this island is your home, do you think you would be willing to be our guide?
I will happily travel with you.
Thank you, Last Light.
What is a lich again?
It is a
Very powerful
undead.
undead.
Typical
George.
spellcasters.
Were you wanting to say something?
Yeah, can George insight this guy?
Sure. He wants to travel with you all, and you have a sneaking suspicion it's because he's hoping that the dangers will inevitably bring his end. You're not entirely sure why, though.
Oh, that's sad.
Poor guy.
Mr. Handsome Man, your armor looks similar to the one guy out there.
There's a reason for that.
He was my brother in arms.
Oh,
While he had a different duty than myself, our armor would have been very similar.
well, maybe I could go back in time. I didn't mean to make him explode into little clocky bits. I'm sorry.
No, it's better this way. He was gone. He wasn't the man he was originally.
I feel terrible.
Does
If you
would this? Do you remember this fellow's name?
Let's see. Oh my god, I'm blanking.
Huh. Sorry, George.
His name was Lyle.
Lyle.
Lyle Stask.
Lyle Stask. LV will look to the floor of the structure they are standing on and say, would you permit me to inscribe something upon this ground?
Upon this altar?
Upon this altar.
No. I can't allow any inscription to be made upon the altar.
Very well. I will find a place on the ground then. I figured it would be appropriate, at least temporarily, inscribe his name and a inscription of the sun to commemorate him.
Perhaps we're in the resting place where he passed, but not here.
Very well.
Not upon the shrine.
Mr. Last Light,
Yes.
if you don't mind me asking, I mean, from what Adam said, you were just saved after being, I guess, trapped away and while you are the last of your core. Forgive me for being so blunt, but I would expect someone to at least want to mourn a little bit more. So, forgive me for asking, but why are you so inclined to travel with us?
Because if I travel with you, I assume you're going further into the island, further into the danger. If the danger brings an end to my life, I get to rejoin my brothers in arms.
And
And
if
if
you
it doesn't?
don't die,
Then I will continue. Until my light burns out.
what was the tenets of your core, if I may ask?
I do not wish to share them with you. Not yet.
Very well.
The tenets of a religious faith are sacred.
I wouldn't know. So, she says, while flying along, and we'll rest here until the others arrive. We'll catch them up on what we've seen, and then we'll head deeper in.
George will think for a second. How long did it take us to get from, or I guess out of character, how long did it take us to get from the dinghy to the island?
About 20 minutes.
Those will kind of step up the altar for a little bit, and we'll kind of look out to see if he sees a dinghy heading back or anything like that.
You do see a dinghy heading back.
Okay. Then head back down.
Hey, thanks for watching the video until the end. If you want to see more of my stuff, click on either the vids on screen or check out my YouTube channel. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check the description for more places to follow me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you.